Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a feel-good Friday. We got Smackdown, the go-home show for Elimination Chamber. So make sure you get in that chat. Light it up. Lots to talk about. Lots to get into before we get to the Chamber tomorrow. But welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel-good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we jump into SmackDown tonight. 3+ hours of action and fun leading into Elimination Chamber. The card is subject to change as well, folks, and we're going to talk all about it here tonight. A stacked night, lots of intrigue. We just went through the Elimination Chamber kickoff show, and we got so much more coming your way. Back at it tomorrow for Chamber, and I see that chat filling up already. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. We want to see triple digits in the chat tonight, but it's going to be a fun one, folks. But I will remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Mr. Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, it's the last day of February. But we're leaping into Friday Night SmackDown tonight here, my guy. It very much kind of like the pre-show for Elimination Chamber has very much feels like the focus is going to be towards that. We're getting Cody's final words before he might sell his soul and all of that. But yeah, absolutely stacked, a lot of energy.
Yeah, lots of things going on. We're heading into Chamber. We'll see if KO and Sammy have anything to say tonight. Trish has a segment tonight. Chelsea Green taking on a mystery opponent. And then we were getting LA Shinsuke. But now we're getting a tournament.
Yes, I guess T's and P's. I don't know if it was exactly his older brother or someone close to him, whether it was a member of the family or someone close to him passed away.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I saw older brother, but again,
older brother. Maybe you might be right.
Yeah, I saw that, but I wasn't sure if it was his actual brother or not. But anyways, he had someone pass away close to him. So instead, we're getting a tournament for a #1 contendership for the U.S. title.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, card subject to change, but I mean, we went from 1 match to 3. I mean, will this end up being LA night anyway? Maybe. But Andrade Solo, Santos, LA, and then, of course, Carmelo Braun. So they're going to run that one back as part of this little series. So, yeah, I mean, there's history amongst most of these competitors. Solo's a bit of the outlier, so this is kind of interesting. Is there a chance that Solo goes after the U.S. title? And that is his transition, maybe Solo Jacob U.S. title at some point.
Ooh, Solo Jacob Jimmy U.S. title would be interesting.
Not a bad argument. Not a bad argument.
I throw Jimmy in just because of Jay, but yeah, it's interesting because the last time we saw Solo, he attacked Cody, and so now for him into here, it seems like he, was a little bit of a placeholder, but you don't have him lose to Andrade. So if Solo loses this, how do you do it?
If Solo loses this, yeah, I mean, it would be very intriguing unless there's a reason he lost it. So him just going in and losing straight up doesn't really fly for me. I don't know how well that helps him out at the end of the day, but I think that, I mean, again, LA was kind of set up to fight Shinsuke already. I still want Malachi Black against Shinsuke, so it'd be really cool if they could slide him into this somewhere, somehow. People are saying his arrival is imminent. So
he shows up, he takes out Solo. I mean, he's got kind of technically a little bit of a history with Andrade from NXT. And also, I mean, his wife used to be his manager and all that. But
true.
Be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we'll get into a lot of that here tonight, folks. Tomorrow we are here at 6 p.m. for Elimination Chamber. It's going to be a fun one. From beautiful Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's going to be a hell of a show. The energy in the building today for the kickoff. The fans are coming out for whatever they do. It doesn't matter if they're putting on a show. People are showing up for it. So, yeah, I mean, again, the kickoff was short and sweet today. But Toronto's ready for this. It should be a fun crowd tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, and it's absolutely stacked, and it's the last PLE before WrestleMania. So there really is no other show to go to outside of the weekly TV. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, Elimination Chamber was good last year, and I'm expecting them to follow it up with this year. Absolutely stacked chamber card. So, but speaking of stacked, I see this chat rolling, folks. Make sure you click that like button, take the link, share it with the people you know. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe, and you are doing well on this wonderful Friday. As Nick said, the last Friday of February. Hopefully, we're this much closer saying goodbye to winter for those who have to suffer through it.
Now we can just say I have a whole month of stupid, lousy smarch weather.
Damn smarch. But right now, Nick, I'm sitting about 22 minutes away from the start of the show. And again, I mean, lots of intrigue going on here tonight. The sit down, rumors around Chelsea's opponent,
Natalia.
Natty, boo.
It's Canada. It's Canada. Granted, it's a Canadian versus a Canadian.
True. It's going to be Noof. What's her face? Aaliyah.
Oh God, no. I didn't think anything of her until I think she got brought up in one of our Wing of the Rings. She was like a trivia question or something,
right? Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, her like Instagram profile showed up in my fucking suggested in Twitter and everything. I'm like, what is with this? Go away, algorithm. Right. Go away, bot.
Yeah, I mean, again, okay, Natalia. I don't love it. I'll be honest.
Who else would you suggest? Because they're gonna lose.
Anybody else. I don't care. Make it anybody.
Do Mission again?
What?
Do Mission again?
No, you can't do Mission every night.
Every single night.
But also, of course, Cody's gonna have that big sit down tonight. A lot of speculation. Even Punk kind of said, whoa, who does sell their soul if Cody doesn't? And do I have a soul to sell?
He took my line.
Right. So very intriguing going into this one here.
Yeah, well, he also did mention, do I call in a favor? So a lot of interesting waters to go with this. I will say, allegedly in that dark place that we don't talk about, the IWC, about how the winner of the chamber was allegedly spoiled. But I also see no truth or any forbearing to that at all. And again, for everybody that thinks that WWE changes stuff on the fly for like when Dwayne shows up, you don't think that they could change it quick, but you also don't think that they've had a plan out as they've been proven.
Yeah, they're just sitting around writing shit down on napkins, like hoping for the best. Like, what are we talking about?
Hunter's literally come out and said we fuck with the dirt sheets.
Yes.
I don't know what more evidence they need that, there's no credible source coming out of WWE, honestly.
Not many. I mean, again, it's a lot of speculation. A lot of people will just take the narrative that's out there and spin it into a clickbaity headline. I've said it once, I've said it before. We don't really go after anybody other than Meltzer on that level. But I will say Meltzer, one of Meltzer's favorite echoes out there, the Cultaholic crew is gone to the shit.
I just like them. I actually like a fair amount of the guys over there. Yeah, it's very clickbait. It's very much and every article is just Wrestling Observer Network.
Yeah. Dave Meltzer is not news.
This man had to sit there and use a landline to call into his own fucking podcast. Are we living in the fucking 80s?
We haven't even talked about that. How embarrassing is that? Like, you're a professional. All right, you don't have a mic, you don't have what? I don't know. Your setup sucks. Like, you're supposed to be a pro, and you're on a landline. Landline, sounding like if you're gonna ask me if I need, fries with my order. Like, are you kidding me?
Not a cell phone, David. Not nothing. You don't have a laptop. Not like no backups. I mean, I know we're live, and trust me, we've had our fair share of technical glitches and everything else like that.
It happens.
But even we can find a better option than a goddamn landline. The only thing worse would have been a rotary phone.
Right. Calling from live on scene. Like, what do you mean? But
Dave Meltzer at the fucking Tokyo Dome.
It's nuts. He's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. And people quote
people who are never embarrassed.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna throw to the chat, but finish what you were saying.
Oh, I was just saying, like, it's literally people quote him like gospel. It's disappointing. But yes, we got about 18 minutes to go in this one. So we will start clicking and saying hello. Roll call is up, folks. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. If you don't want to say any words, use an emoji, use something. Say hello. Let us know you're there. But Kevin is in the house here tonight. Clay Lewis is with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Eric Isaac, Wrestle for Life buddies. Can't wait for Trish and Tiff tonight. And rest in peace to Gene Hackman and Shinsuke's brother. Yeah, older brother. That was all the triple threat matches for IC title tonight. Absolutely, Eric. And we appreciate the love. Yeah, shout out Gene Hackman. Man, been around for a ton of movies.
Absolutely. Well, and Christ, my fantasy football team was named after the fucking replacements and everything, which he coached.
Right. Let's go. Sean Reed's with us. Hashtag WFU, folks. Make sure you're joining the WFU. Make sure you're using hashtag WFU on all your social media posts. Anything to do with wrestling, tag us, use the hashtag, and we will continue this trend as we take over the IWC.
I think I got to send somebody more than a shirt or anything like that. If someone gets a picture at a show wearing a Meltzer shirt with a hashtag WFU sign,
you get a bonus. You get a hoodie.
You get all the bonuses because that's just the completionist set there.
Right. But you were early, but welcome, Lion. Bradley's back with us, gifting again. Mr. Generosity. I believe that's number 79 that he's given away. But yeah, Bradley, thank you. Thank you so much for that. And if you are the lucky recipient, make sure you say thank you. But welcome back, Bradley. Ken, good to see you. Andy's with us. Damien, looking forward to Carmelo and Braun. LA Knight and Santos. What are you looking forward to out of this trio, this threesome?
Solo and Andrade, because if they just have an actual straight up match, Solo is going to be good. Andrade's in there with a guy who was in the main events, who was up in the card. And we've seen Andrade been good. And if not, then we probably get Jacob Fatu comes out, causes Solo or something like that. Maybe Tama, and then we get more tension between Jacob and Solo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think out of all the combinations, we've seen LA Santos, we've seen Braun, Carmelo. It's a bit of a David Goliath battle there. But ultimately, Solo kind of being added to this mix is a very interesting kind of. I didn't really expect it. I'm curious where it goes.
Yeah. Well, and it makes it wonder if they still need to add some more depth into that division. That Solo, that they didn't have someone else that they could throw in there that's credible like Solo. I mean, you could have done Jacob, but Jacob walks through it.
Yeah, and I was just wondering that Jimmy might have been a nice fit, giving him a little bit of a.
Yeah, Jim wouldn't be a bad shout, especially if you're gonna get a lot of the people that want Jim at least in that match come Mania. So that's not a bad shout at all.
Not terrible. Boston, how you doing? How you doing, Christian? What's up, everyone? Before we begin the chat, let's big shout out to WWE Lex Luger. See, now I'm thinking about Gene Hackman again. He's making excellent progress. So yeah, Lex has been doing the DDP. People are pretty happy he was able to get out of his wheelchair and move around. So DDP's done some magic out there. So you ever want to just tear up a little, go watch, I think it's on YouTube, the documentary of Butterbean and DDP.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, and Christ, we interviewed Ben Bishop, who literally was working out with DDP right before we interviewed him and everything.
Yeah, man. What's up, Kev? We got you. But yeah, no, I mean, a crazy story. And DDP probably been more successful as DDPY than he was as DDP.
He's done wonders for wrestlers past their career, like even everything that he did with Scott Hall. Like he should just open up a place that's just wrestling rehab and everything. And just everyone does DDPY.
There should be a weekly show. Like we did Celebrity Rehab, do the DDPY rehab.
VH1. I don't know if you're even still a network. Hop on that. A&E, hop on that. We just want 10% royalties.
Right. Well, KJ isn't here tonight. Y'all know where he is. Dun, dun, dun. I am here though. As tempting as that is, I'd rather be here hanging out making content for y'all.
We were talking about this before we went live of how tempting it is.
It's tempting, I mean, but it's expensive, and yeah, we're working. So, broadcasting live from Acme University. Wow, that's a shout out. Deep cut, where your writing staff has been getting laughs since 1933. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network, aka Wrestling Fans United. Hashtag WFU. Speaking of that, this channel turns 3 years old on Sunday, and we're going to celebrate it on Monday, folks. But yeah, big milestone for the channel. Broadcasting since 2022. But yeah, no, big day for us, big milestone, and completely humbled by the whole thing. So ready to go. Be here Monday, and let's jam pack that stream Monday night.
Absolutely. We're going 3D. You know, I got to go. KJ, get the stream.
Right, let's go. There you go. Never mind, found him. Big Dog got you. Safit's back with us. Scott Rizzo in the house. How you doing? Cherokee George? WWE Elimination Chamber promo was fun. Big women's brawl. Still picking Bailey. You think Cody will say no to, as his family has been screwed, okay, by the company in the past. All right. What do you think? I still say he says no.
I mean, I will preface it as this, as I've got under 15 minutes before we go live, or before SmackDown goes live. But don't be mad at Chamber, and I'm even saying this to myself, because I've said for the longest time he's going to go heel at some point. Especially going into him versus Cena. If they don't do what you think they're going to do or what you want them to do, doesn't mean it's bad. Like, that's the thing. I can see very much where Cody doesn't take it, and it works out perfectly, and there's all these other ways that they can go with it.
Yeah. No, I don't expect him to take it. So then that's the other thing that people forget is you know, I might not have the same vision as someone else. So you're disappointed you didn't get what you wanted, but I was perfectly content. So that's the other thing is, so they're going into this chamber, there is a lot of options, a lot of possibilities. We could be surprised. Who knows? Maybe a Drew wins the chamber, because we're not, thinking about him a lot right now. But ultimately, anything could happen. And as long as it's delivered well and we're going somewhere with it, you really should be pretty content with what we get.
Oh, absolutely. You picked Cena last night, or you picked Punk. I picked Cena. Sorry. See, there I go again, trying to put my ideas on you. But you picked Punk. I picked Cena. If Punk wins, I'm not going to be like, well, fucking Cena should have won. No, I'm going to be fucking jazzed that Punk wins, and vice versa and everything. And same thing if Cody sells, if he doesn't sell, if he trades, if he buys into this or anything. But there's so many good options that they can go with. I'm just guessing and just literally blindfolded put my finger on this one, I feel.
No, for sure. And I mean, and ultimately, if you have that opportunity where, Cody says no, and then The Rock just goes, okay, bye. Yeah, and then we're going to be like, what the hell was the point of all this? But it's all ultimately going somewhere. The Rock has told us it's going somewhere. So we got to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, it ultimately, there, just because it's not what you thought, or your favorite might not have won, doesn't mean it's bad. MDB, the champ is here. Welcome back, sir. Constantine, realizing the King and Honky Tonk Man are related to good old Memphis boys, I do believe. LA Knight's stick has gotten a bit long in the tooth for me. Is it partly because, he has cooled off. I mean, it's been a year.
Was LA Knight Jey Uso before Jey Uso?
Yeah, I think I saw this today. Not really. I think LA Knight's not
pretty goddamn close. Got Slim Jim because of him.
LA Knight's not the originator of catchphrases. Is Steve Austin the LA Knight is, he's not the first guy to have a catchphrase like that.
It's not because of the catchphrase. It's because of how popular he got with. Like I said, I'm not saying whether I fully agree with it or not. I just think it's a really interesting question.
Yeah, I don't think one to the other.
What?
I think he came from a drunken media scrum, and it caught fire. I mean, again, if LA Knight was the first guy ever to have like a yeah catchphrase, I don't think yeet or yeah are connected.
It's not even like I said, it's not because they're connected or anything. It's because of literally how much momentum he got with the crowd. He got uniquely and independently over.
So how does that translate to Jake?
because it's the same thing I feel with Jay. Of Jay's gotten that in the same way of how we feel, like why we say that Jay deserves to be in the WrestleMania main event and everything, because he's gotten over, so passionately with the fans, was selling merch, was this, was that, was
Okay.
seemed like the next guy up to be the baby face. Like I
Okay.
felt like kind of LA Knight was at one point. That's why you see now people that say his momentum's fallen off, his shtick's getting long in the tooth and everything. At one point, LA Knight, was interrupting Roman.
Okay. I still I heard everything you said. I still don't see how. I mean, at the end of the day, Yeet was going to be Yeet regardless of LA Knight's presence in the company or anything. I don't know anything which was just described kind of connects to, well, then that led to Yeet, the Yeet movement that we're seeing
No
now.
one's
I
right, but
saw that. What? Go ahead.
no one's saying that though. That's the thing, is I'm saying that how Jey Uso's over with the unique crowd and everything, regardless of chance or anything, how he's over.
Mhm.
Like, you could question if LA Knight, was there first, and rather than him getting his actual push forward, has just kind of faltered or been stagnated.
Yeah, I don't think there's any relation there at all. I just don't see it. I don't. I mean, at the end of the day, different shows, different angles, different placement. I think it is what it is. Yeah, I think it's a stretch to try and equate or correlate LA Knight's uprising and Jay has somehow changed it, or yeah, I don't know.
Not saying he's changed it, of that it's similar. That's the push, is that this push was similar. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's similar for anybody that gets over. So yeah, LA Knight got over, so there's his push. Jay gets Yeet over. There's his push. I think it would have happened regardless.
All right, I'm not arguing that, but all right.
Well, that's three guesses. What are you arguing?
I've said it, I think, a few times, but anyways, we're moving on.
Yeah, no real explanation how it connects. But what's up, everybody? Got promotion at work today. Vitamins on me. Lion, congrats. Cherokee George, how you doing? Speaking of stack, there you go. She on the picture. Chambers, Elimination Chambers in the house. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back, Christian Power. We got you. Kevin already got you. How you doing, Constantine? I see ya. Bump. Kevin, just in case I missed you. OG Dale in the house. Let's go. Tom Allen back at it. Pretty pumped for the PLE, Tom. Scott, we got you. Lion, we got you. Almost at the bottom. Dennis, welcome back. MDB, Dale, look, we're feeling it. The WFU is growing. I like it. Byron's back with us. Emmanuel is promising a huge weekend. I am going to make a prediction. I think that we get 2 returns tonight and 2 tomorrow. That's a good prediction, Byron.
I haven't seen anything from Ari. I saw the thing from Triple H of that this weekend would be like records, or would be, landscape changing. That's what it was.
Industry changing.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, again, is it just a tagline? Is it just a little bit of bait on the hook? I don't know. I'm so ready for Chamber tomorrow night. Let's go. Braden, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Welcome back, Wrestling Crowd. Dun, dun, dun. Happy birthday, Wrestling for Life Network. Don't fear the threeper. Nah, never. Let's go. Thank you so much, Big Dog. Do you guys expect anything big tonight before EC? No, I feel like a lot of setup tonight.Maybe a couple little, surprises. I mean, we didn't expect the card to change, but are you expecting anything big tonight prior to the pay-per-view?
And depending on, certain people aren't booked on tonight, but could we see a Jade tonight? Could we see a Malachi and Alistair or anything like that? Those would be my only 2 guesses, and those are faint at best.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Just I'm bringing someone in the night before pay-per-view is always interesting, so I'm not sold on it ever happening. I'd be very shocked if it did. So good on them if they pull it off.
But never rule them out, though. I mean, they brought in Ricky Stinks, out of the blue, and then now he's official in TNA, but TNA just brought in Elias out the blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Elias. I mean, a huge scoop. Funny how that worked out. But Jose, thank you so much for the super chat. What's up? How you doing? Tanisha, welcome back. Jerome, I see you. Jake's with us. I like it. I like it. I like it, folks. Is right now we are about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the show. Paul, welcome back. Welcome back. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. Welcome, sir. Wrestling probably got you. We got Stoner, Rocco. Woo, that's a list. Christopher Bradley, once again, thank you so much. May the blunt be with. Look, everyone's on it. Let's go. We got the gimmicks. We got all the gimmicks.
We got all the movements.
But yeah, right now, folks, we are 3 minutes away from the start of the show. Make sure you get in that chat. We want to see triple digits hanging out with us tonight. And we got more coming your way as we're back at it. Of course, tomorrow, 6 p.m., we go live. We know when we start. We don't know when we're going to finish. Saturdays are always crazy. Looking forward to the chamber. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday to celebrate our 3rd anniversary, our 3rd birthday. And then we got Revolution to get all the way toward on Sunday, March 9th. We will be here live at 6 p.m. And with all Tony Khan shows, we know when we're starting. We have no idea when we're going to finish, but it's probably going to be Monday.
Facts. And I don't see the original comment, but I see everyone saying happy birthday to Stoner Jesus. So happy birthday, Stoner Jesus.
Jays instead of candles, my guy.
I mean, that'd be the tastiest cake, especially if it's, one of them vitamin cakes and everything. You go to the moon, Alice, to the moon.
That's my preference for my B-Day. Ooh. Let's go.
Why do I feel like now you've just made me think that Canada does vitamin ice cream cakes? Because if that's a thing, I need like 3 today.
I haven't had one. I mean, we could make it. I'm sure we could, as long as you got the right.
If you think it, we can build it.
I mean, again, we can get that butter in there. A couple birthdays I've had some pretty good cakes, some pretty powerful cakes, but did a chocolate banana one a couple years ago that was very vitamin friendly and very yummy.
Fair enough. We'll have a cooking show with KJ of, vitamin times with KJ White.
Let's do it. We figure out all the shit we can put it in. Pause. But
we might have to put those behind members, but anyways.
Right, but that being said, folks, make sure you get in this chat. You butter not KJ. I've had a vitamin infused Thanksgiving dinner. I suffer. That's the best thing you can do on Black Friday. Sleep through the whole fucking thing.
And especially on a vitamin up Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, those are the best streams because you're foolish. You don't need no munchies. You're going to
sleep anyway.
And even then, if you got munchies, you got Thanksgiving leftovers for munchies.
Right. It's just you're
winning. Cycle. You're winning the whole way through.
There's no negative to this scenario.
Right. I see no problem.
Right. But
I am getting the end of European Vacation National Lampoons because I have it on USA. My friendly Canadian neighbor to the north over there has it on Netflix. So I'm sure you've got like a 30-second countdown.
As we go to zeros, takes a couple minutes usually. So
yeah,
live event will start shortly. I still got Chevy Chase. Let's go. The Oscars will still be on before we get on, right? I came in last night and said something about it right before you guys ended. Right before we ended. Sorry, sir. But happy birthday. Happy birthday. Wait.
Yeah, my mind goes blank right before we finish. Pause.
There we go. Balloons.
There's the balloons. As I have then.
I have now.
I just got now. We are at forever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to sync up with Nick and I, we are dialed in and ready to go for this one all together. Let's go live from Toronto, the night before Chamber. Get in that chat. Again, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Let us know what's on your wrestling mind as we dive into this one tonight.
Absolutely. As we got the CN Tower. Christ almighty. I see this thing again every day when we're fucking before we go live, when we have our production meetings that Tony doesn't have, yes, to where I know what background I can't use because he's got Canada in the background.
I'm like, I made one with your place. Come on now, just because it's just
No,
hills.
don't try. Max, I was excited for this show in Toronto because I was like, I can finally use these with the tower.
Right. Well, we get the crowd shot. Everyone looks pretty amped and ready to go here tonight.
Ruling GeoGuessr.
As we go back to last week and the offer for the soul.
Now, with that, on the kickoff, when they cut this up a bit and put the edit behind it, you chopped out a good chunk of Dwayne's dribble and drabble of it. Didn't seem that bad. It actually seemed a little bit more concise and a lot more put together.
The magic of television. Can you edit that shit down to about 45 seconds? like
45-minute promo, 45 seconds worth of usable footage.
Right. And I think part of the issue is, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it, to me, it feels like The Rock is forgetting his lines. So he's filling air with repetition to try and get his bearings as he's, and it just makes for this long-winded segment. I mean, are we going to get a 25-minute Rock segment at Chamber, right in the middle of the pay-per-view? What are we doing?
Yes, I can't wait to see all the certain fan counts on Twitter and everything like that to have a stopwatch for how long Dwayne's promo was and everything. But I'll say this, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Dave Bautista is the best actor or best wrestler turned actor. Dwayne was that at one point, but now, like you even said, he can't remember his lines. He's got the ego beyond egos. But yeah, he's legit. We saw it, what was it, WrestleMania 28, where he had his promo written on his forearm and everything. Yeah. So he was doing that then, and you think he's gotten it fucking together now?
Right. Yeah, no shit, right? So, I mean, again, we get the concept where we haven't given up on the idea or the concept, but we all, I think unanimously, almost across the board, would agree that the delivery was a little bit rough.
Yeah, I can have a tasty meal, but if it looks like dog shit, I'm gonna still call it dog shit.
Yeah, right. But don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
But Baby Man Gaming out there gifting 5 Wrestling for Life Network memberships. Shout out, appreciate you, my guy or gal. I don't know. Well, maybe man, so I assume man. Yeah.
Batista has range.
He actually does. Like a month. Dwayne does not. Anytime I see Dwayne in a movie, that's Dwayne.
My favorite Dwayne role is the other guys. That's the best. Like he's in and out.
Aim for the bushes.
Going on 32 years. Oh Jesus, I'm getting old, Sheena.
Oh boy.
What's up, Denisha? How you doing? How you doing? What, Paul? What'd Paul say? Where's Paul? Def Leppard for me, who's going to see them at Minnesota State Fair. Oh, okay.
What did these two jabronis beside Cody just say to him? I felt like it sounded like they said, "I'm sorry for your loss" or something. Like,
did they say "come with us"? Like, was it like?
Oh, that's what it was. I heard us. I was like, "Lost us." Yeah, come with us.
There we go. This is how you start a show in Toronto.
Oh, it's time to rock and roll.
Looking good in that blue and white. That's all my dreams. Like if you,
I was gonna say, KJ's going on for a pause right now.
You're right. If anyone's like, I wonder what KJ thinks about when he's not on stream, it's what's on my screen right now. Always. That's ideal. Heaven.
And even in the whole blue outfit, my guy. I will give you credit. I'm not a out and outright Leafs fan, but those jerseys are clean.
Again, sometimes it's funny in my head because they're so traditional, and you know me, I like to spruce things up. So, but it's a clean jersey. It's one of the classics: Chicago, Rangers, Detroit. Like you don't want to deviate from that. Montreal. You don't want to deviate too far from those. So I get excited when new teams come in the league and they're like, "What are you guys going to do?"
Yeah, but it's the standard. It's the tried and true. I would say, honestly, outside of, you know, their jersey, I would say oh Christ, what was I about to say? Maybe the Red Wings would be the only other one that I think is like same level of like just fresh. Like anytime you wear any year, always strikes a chord with the vintage.
Yeah, and I mean there's variations of it, which I really do appreciate. So, but yeah, this is look, Trish having a moment. I'm gonna have a moment too. This is beautiful.
Yeah, just keep your hands above the desk, my guy. Keep your hands above the desk. Hands at 10 and 2. Like this is driving school.
That's not good. That's not a good look.
But
thank
Anthony
you
out here.
Sorry, you were saying?
No, I said I shouted out ringside Anthony. Sorry, Anthony, that in KJ's, mind's eye, he's focused on this. So I'll be talking while KJ just watching.
I marvel.
Right? Yeah, what yeah, Anthony, what
Shout out to Lillian.
There we go. Oh, Boston, I saw you, but I lost you there. Boston, well, I officially don't like Trish Stratus. Look at that jersey. Yeah. The Bruins is a little funk.
I hate it. I hate black and yellow. Get out of here. It's gross.
Well, and it's fitting that my high school like rival team pretty much were the Bears, so they wore just basically knockoff Bruins shit and everything. So yeah.
Right. But a smart way to start the show tonight for my money. Yeah, it's gonna amp up the crowd. We're gonna go, they're gonna pop, obviously, for a Toronto legend. So talking about this little girl.
Oh.
Yeah, I want a documentary on the green shirt guy. I want to know more about him.
Yeah, I just want to know how you do it.
How do you do it? Like, well, you have to be free enough to do it, but then the money also.
You at every show, bro, in the front row with the same shirt on. Look at you go.
I like it.
Now, when your worlds implode, if Trish, Harley Cameron, and potentially Elektra Lopez were in the ring at the same time, or Kiana James, that's KJ's dream fatal four-way.
No. I want Mickey to come back and make a run now. Let's go. I'm
telling you, she's here for at least a match at Mania. She's even out there saying, I want to be in here and mix it up with this generation's talent.
Right. Yeah. I'm so excited to be teaming up. Look, getting that Trish rub. Lucky Tiffy.
But you're making Tiffany out to be the next big blonde bombshell. You've got her paired next to Trish. You've got her going versus Charlotte.
Right.
Like, this ain't propping Tiff up.
This situation right now is as if Triple H had phoned the Wrestling for Life Network and been like, you and Nick pick a tag team.
Facts. This is the female us.
But it's Tiffy time.
Oh. All right. She's making me at least.
Be nice. MDB F minus segments. So far, yees. What? Shut up, hockey. Not even time for your shit right now.
With your Bruins, or no, that's Michigan. But no, it's very much propping Tiff up, and again, it's starting off, SmackDown in Toronto, night before Elimination Chamber. It's pretty much going to be, your pre-show, if anything, for the most part. You can have 2 hours of people talking before 7.
Oh, dude.
This is the shit that looks like again, just them together. It's like mom and daughter. Like, I don't know which one.
It is mom and daughter, really, like age-wise. Shit.
Tiffy's mom has got it going on. Trishy time. Oh, that
was lame. That was lame.
Yeah, all right. You went from looking cool and Trishy and Tiffany. All right, this is very much now. This looks much more like mom and daughter at a pep rally.
It's starting to turn into like TikTok mom and daughter.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
you went from cool to uncool like that.
Chop. Things are happening, Nick. Oh my god! Now I'm mad I didn't go to the show.
Well, now I'm amazed there's not fights. They threw that into a bunch of big burly men and everything like that. You know. Right.
Okay, this I will admit maybe a little long for these two.
Yeah, it's still. I love the participants, but when they talk, well, Chelsea Green.
Let's go.
We're adding more Canadian, but she's representing America. As Piper's out here like a Mountie. Yes, I love me some Piper Niven. Dewdrop, I love me Piper.
Dewey! Piper in the Mountie getup.
No one wants Dumb and
Dumb
Dumber.
and Dumber. Let's go.
I deserve the airtime. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, Trish and Tiff go from cool to not cool. Lickety split.
Listen to the Chelsea chants. The fans don't give a shit what she says. They're cheering for her.
Shout out to homie in the ref gear with the little paper printout sign that says "Keep crying, Marks." Unlike Austin Matthews. Oh, would you like to address that? Well, yeah, because Chelsea's from Vancouver. She's a Canuck.
Can I say that? She doesn't have much to say either. Her team.
Well, as a non-Canadian, can I call her a Canuck? Is that an offensive term?
I think Canuck's okay. I left this dump. Okay, so she does the heel turn hard.
Well, and she's even got the split gear. She's got, the American flag and still rocking, the Canadian flag too as well. Yeah.
But just dumping on the Toronto fans. The people are
that's the way to get some heat in Canada right now.
No. Yeah, I'm from America and you don't represent me. Go Tiffy. Go Tiffy.
She's Minnesotan. She's close to Canada.
That's one of the states we should have. Let's be real.
I'm on the waiting board of please take New Hampshire. Please take New Hampshire.
Any place that drops below 0 at any point in the year should be Canadian.
Sign me up. I'll take that universal health care today. Right. I can't make it. I have plans. So is Tiffany gonna be the mystery opponent, or are we setting up a tag match?
No, because the tag match is. Oh no, they're fighting Nia tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Don't you dare bring out a referee.
Chelsea's too good. Here comes the ref.
So your mystery opponent for Chelsea Green kicks off the show, and I guess it's Tiffany Stratton. That explains why she showed up in her gear.
That makes sense. Trish is not.
Point ahead, look smart.
I'm sure we can make it work.
Well, trust me, at this point, I don't know whether Trish is in her gear or out of her gear, honestly.
Chelsea did make that segment better. That's the only thing I'll accept out of you, Hockey.
I'm in commercial. I don't know about you, sir.
We are starting to roll here. We got a collar and elbow tie up. Tiffy, Chelsea Green. I will pop this into the chat. See how we feel before we get back to this commercial from this commercial break. But who wins, Chelsea or Tiffy?
Well, Christian not respecting the Mountie outfit. Oh, just wants the hockey jersey. Listen, keep your thoughts and your parts to yourself.
Chelsea coming out
the Mountie gimmick,
right? Chelsea coming out as a Mountie is pretty dope. Pretty stellar choice.
Yeah, now is PCO gonna show up and smash the US title belt now of you're not a true Mountie.
Right.
I was the Mountie.
Oh, arm drag.
Anthony, what up? We are letting that slide. I don't know what we're letting slide, but we're letting things slide as long as you heard it too. What are we? I don't know what we're letting slide, but I guess we're letting things slide.
His backbone.
Chelsea Green is basically dressed like our screen right now, half Canadian, half American.
Right.
Touche.
Fun start. Would you agree?
Fun start to Raw? What the fuck? SmackDown Friday.
Big slap across the face of Chelsea.
Taco Bell Caliente Chicken Canita Burrito 10 out of 10, I guess. Alex just giving us his food rating.
Right, I wouldn't order it just because there's too many words.
I'm gonna fuck up one of them. I'm gonna fuck up one of them.
Give me a gordita. Thank you.
Right. One syllable, please.
We're gonna keep this short and sweet.
I will admit though, as we're in commercial, side note tangent, not a Taco Bell guy. Not a fan of Taco Bell.
Oh, so I am a big fan of Taco Bell. But it's a vitamin. I don't think I've been to Taco Bell without the influence of vitamins.
Fair enough.
And then you walk in there. It's just value buy compared to everything else. Like with $20 at Taco Bell goes a long fucking way.
Well, yeah, when it's all the same fucking 3 ingredients, it's a lot easier to make that shit really cheap.
Yeah, my brother's like, dude, the meat comes in liquid form. I'm like, I don't care.
Do you have, and this is going to be interesting because cross-continental, do you have a favorite, like, fast food chain?
As we're on 5 seconds away from probably Wendy's.
Fair enough. Baconator goes hard. There, we solved, the Canadian US issue on the Baconator.
Yeah, I like a good old spicy chicken. But we are back in from commercial. Chelsea in control. Liquid meat dead. I mean, it's hard to pick anything. It depends on the mood. As long I think McD's is probably the worst of any. Like it's my bottom option. Outside of their fries, I mean, it's to me the value there has gone way down.
Yes, the 100% I will agree with that. The nuggets though still kind of slap. Although Wendy's nuggets are actually better than McDonald's now.
Wendy nuggets are good.
Spicy nuggets with the barbecue sauce is the play.
All right, happy Friday night.
McDonald's fries are good. Sorry, I'm fat and hungry.
Yeah, it's Friday night. The vitamins are flowing. Right, sleepy, happy, and hungry. We're only one of those things right now.
Right, there's only 2 of the dwarfs here, so we gotta fill in for the other 5.
Oh, Chelsea misses a kick. Big clothesline by Tiff. It's Tiffy time.
That handspring elbow. Oh. Kind of a spine buster. 1, 2, dos amigos.
Kick out.
Carl, what up? Brandon, what up? Jose, Burger King has better burgers than Wendy's and McDonald's. I actually am a huge fan of Burger King, but the Burger King by me sucks all of the suck. So yeah, that's why I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the King. He's got a point there.
Yeah, you get some chicken fries, you get your onion rings, your fries. I honestly think Burger King actually has really solid fries.
They do.
I can go through a whole order for me at Burger King. I'm just mad that the one by me sucks.
But good. We're not quite sure what's happening here, but
roll through.
Death Valley driver into a stomp. A little clunky.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Officer Piper.
Are they called officers, or do you have to call them Mountie? Like, what did you? If you get you got pulled over by the horse. Did you call the horse officer?
Didn't call him shit. It wasn't allowed. Oh, Tiffy down hard.
It's what was it? It was last week, I want to say, to where she like very much under rotated on the moonsault and like slammed on her arm.
Yeah, Tiffy's down hard. Oh, wait a minute. Candice, Nia are here. Tiffy's got Nia by the hair, and
that should be a disqualification. There we go. So Tiffany wins. Nobody looks worse for wear. It makes sense. It's very much what you would expect if this is kind of your pre-showy, go homey. 100%. Everybody, nobody looks worse for wear.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. Chelsea comes out of it clean. Decent match, couple clunky spots. Overall, pretty good match. And yeah, now here we are. By the way, if Nia's going to keep doing this move, she has to learn how to do this move.
She's messed up one.
Not much. She's been good. You're right.
But it's because I think before she was hitting it and that everyone's like, it looks so devastating. Yeah, that's why she does the fucking move.
Well, I think what it was the double stack threw her off. She came down soft on the double stack.
Yeah.
Right? And it didn't look good, but.
Well, that's one out of...
Tandem offense!
Showing that teamwork as she just used Trish as a weapon, and now Trish is just like, you go, girl, you go do it.
Oh, Nia pulls out Candice. There you go. Nia and Candice getting away. But that means Trish and Tiffy standing tall tonight. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, but it's too obvious.
Right.
The only way would be if Charlotte Flair gets involved.
Right. Okay.
So Tori breaking down the U.S. tournament here.
Right. Okay. I like how they've been doing this, though. I do like Pierce and Aldis, and they explain why shit's happening.
Yeah, but do you think that they should, still respect privacy and what have yous with explaining that Shinsuke can't have the match, what have you, because starting it off with, there's been some dispute over who's the number one contender. I was like, no, I think we all kind of knew it was LA Knight. I think we all kind of knew it was there.
Well, we knew it was him. It doesn't mean he's an undisputed number one contender. So, yeah, again, I think you leave Shinsuke's business to Shinsuke, and you find a nice fade way to get into some matches.
Jacob looks more and more like a thug every week, and I love it.
And pop for Jacob. I'm sure it was an accident.
Jacob is like fucking Kevin Nash in the Wolf Pack right now. Like, just can't help but be over. See what happened last week? Taking the U.S. title.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
So he's putting Tama in there.
No, curveball. I want you to represent this family, Jacob. Okay.
Yeah, because he was looking dead at Tama when he said it.
Yeah.
Jacob versus Shinsuke. Shut the fuck up.
Jacob talks at max volume. He really does.
Yeah,
Lion, I kind of agree with you. It's been great overall. There's been bumps along the way, but It's been one of the most consistent things in wrestling over the last 3-4 years.
You could literally do a box set. Like, I wish WWE still did like the actual physical media, because I would buy like the Bloodline collection and watch it like a fucking series of like, here's season 1, here's season 2, here's season 3.
Yeah. So if I'm correct, it will be Andrade versus Jacob.
Oh, Andrade, I had so much hope for you. I was so happy.
So how do you feel about Solo throwing it back? Like, I want to show you how much I love you, Jacob.
It's going to be interesting because if Jacob wins this, I feel like it's going to be hard for Jacob not to run roughshod through this. Like, even you get to LA Knight versus Jacob, and that might be the biggest test there. But I still feel the play is Solo Jacob at Mania.
In a triple threat.
What?
Wait, what?
Who triple threat?
I don't fucking know. But ladies and gentlemen,
would they just add Jacob to the match and not take Solo out of it? Is that what they did?
How did that work?
He just gets to add that last minute?
Right. Haven't seen these two before. That's a good point. Boston.
Right.
But I'm getting a WrestleMania 42 ad, April 11th and 12th, Sunday and Saturday, 2026.
Yes, sir.
Picking the werewolf. Yeah, I'd say.
A wee bit. Interesting, too, that they moved up Mania 42 up a week or so from this year's, because this year's, like, they kind of had moved it back, like, the farthest it had been.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's I mean, in this case, I'm sure the arena availability plays into it, right? So, yeah, we're I mean, as Triple H seems like as long as we're close, we're good. So, yeah, 420 this year, a little bit earlier next year. We'll see what happens.
Could you see WWE do a show at the Sphere?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
it'd be the coolest shit ever.
It'd be a cool spot to do something like NXT, maybe.
You would have to do like a stand and deliver if you're going to do anything NXT there, I feel. Which, by the way, anyone notice Roadblock's just basically everything we wanted for a stand and deliver?
Yeah, right. Well, and then again, they're using Roadblock to really jump off into what comes next for stand and deliver. So a lot of intriguing stuff. Even last night on TNA, we see Oba out there. We see them setting that up, and that's going to be fun, man. Cora jumps Masha again, taking on Masha at Sacrifice. The Hardys going to be at Roadblock. Like, I mean, it's crazy time.
Absolutely. Well, Christ, even then send up for Sacrifice. You get Jeff Hardy versus Moose.
Yeah, a ladder match.
Never challenge a Hardy to a ladder match.
Right. So yeah, that should be a hell of a match. I know some people out there. I think our buddy Anthony was very much hoping that Jeff could pull this off.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
Right.
But I see 111 people watching live with us, and I see 214 likes on the stream. So let's see if we can get closer and balance these out and get 200 and 200, if not 300 and 200. Let's even the odds, up the odds here.
Absolutely, folks. We appreciate it. And I will remind everyone out there, we are back tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one, 6 p.m. Stacked Elimination Chamber. I know some people don't like the shorter cards or not that many matches being booked for PLEs. But again, it's not like we're getting 4 matches in like an hour and a half show. We're still getting a 3-hour plus show. We're just letting things breathe. We're letting things cook. We're giving time for things like the chamber. I mean, 4 still seems light in my head. I'm not used to it. Maybe 5 or 6 would be nicer. But as long as it's entertaining and you got enough in there, why not?
We have an unsanctioned match. We have, does Cody sell his soul? Even the men's chamber alone, I feel deserves and could warrant an hour solid. And that's the thing, is when you have that space to work with it, and you do a 3 to 4 hour pay-per-view versus a 7 to 8 to 12 hour pay-per-view, and all of that. It's a lot more manageable, and you are a lot more able to keep the crowd engaged for everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. As we go to a clip from LFG, Jacob Fatu for the win. Yeah, I mean, 80% of the chat, 74%. So 26% for Andrade. Interesting.
It could be one of those, sneakily of the other two take each other out, or there's some miscommunication, and he sneaks a win.
That's cool to hear, Christopher. What is happening in my life right now?
I don't know, but anyone else feel like Bully Ray is very much their halfway working character? Like, he's kind of there to be like the Bob Holly.
Yeah, a little bit. Right. And I mean, that's kind of naturally him, rough around the edges for sure.
Yeah.
Pull no punches. Andrade for the win, says Kyle. Okay. Okay. I see you.
I mean, it could happen. I'm interested in the pathway we get there. Is all the sushi, all the.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, it's all compliments of the final boss.
Sushi. Remember, like the sushi on the plane?
Ah.
Oh, wait,
Truth! Truth!
Is Hero on your couch right now? Is he giving us Rick James?
I guess you can see it selling the souls of the rock. And a huge wine selection, but I liked it. Like,
I used to watch him and Tony Atlas. The Soul Man.
Rocket Johnson.
Give R-Truth the Oscar. Cody being a little chippy here.
You think if Rock could get us some jelly rolls? R-Truth is so good, but obviously Cody's conflicted of I'm, the son of a plumber and all of that. My daddy was out there, what's hard times is out there, all of that. Right. And now he might sell his soul and just buy into the corporate greed and everything, become everything his daddy ain't or daddy wasn't.
Right. As here comes Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I mean, and again, it looked like even at the end there, Rod is just trying to make him break. Truth wants him to pop so bad. So he's like eating the sushi with a funny face. Like, yeah, he wants some jelly rolls. Let's go.
Right. But yeah, I still really think it's interesting of Dwayne's whole spiel and everything that they had to dumb down to 45 seconds of I can open all these doors for you. I can open avenues you never thought were available. And now that I even mentioned about the whole Dusty thing, it does fit very much to be a Rhodes and to, say nay.
Yeah,
to the corporation offering you a deal.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you're not. That's been my mindset. So Andrade taking it on Jacob, and I don't like Andrade's odds, but the chat is going 73%. Andrade up to 28, which surprises me that many people are betting against Jacob.
I think it's just on the mystery surprise because it's one of those of like, if Jacob wins this, it's got to be you get to Jacob. Like, so you're gonna get a triple threat of Braun, LA Knight, and Jacob.
Possibly, yeah.
That's where you go right back to that. It's interesting though that Solo steps aside. We talked about this before SmackDown went live. Of does Solo even make that match?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very interesting with the relationship with Jacob and Solo right now. And again, Solo's not coming from a place of strength, right? Like Jacob feels like the guy in control. Solo's trying to make good with Jacob.
Ooh.
But Andrade up and over, Hurricane Rana to the floor. Nice.
And that is a point though to what Boston said, I think earlier. We haven't seen these two guys work together.
Yeah.
And they're two guys that I feel would work really well together. Like Jacob's become such he is the allspice. If you just want to put him in anything and everything.
What?
Oh, moonsault on the outside on a Jacob, and the fucking camera goes to splatter, the barricade, all of that.
Holy shit.
Jacob just, as we go to commercial.
We go to commercial break. Both men down on the outside, folks, as this one continues on Netflix.
Christopher saying the best concept Dusty came up with is War Games.
War Games.
Booking wise, maybe, yeah. I mean, there's literally the term Dusty finish because of him, but depends on how you feel about it.
Dusty had his hands in a lot of things, for sure.
Right.
As we're getting to This Is Awesome chant.
Well, yeah, you still got action.
I do.
Andrade on the AJ Styles diet. Well, AJ Styles was the Randy Orton diet before that.
Right.
Al Snow. Dear God, we are going to witness a murder. Wrong. The best concept Dusty came up with was Dustin and Cody.
Yeah.
That's contraception.
Even if one of those concepts was an accident.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
I'm the accident of a plumber's son.
Right? I mean, again, things work out for a reason, but one of them's a whoopsie for sure.
Hey, you're already a winner. You beat out millions and millions of your unbeknownst siblings before you even got there. So you're winning.
Right? Well, I mean, again, it could be worse. You could be the Rock that just, I don't have any siblings except all the ones that I don't count.
Right. I don't have any children except for Ava and the ones I post on Instagram.
Yeah, too funny. But as we get the little graphic tomorrow, the main show kicks off at 7 p.m. We will be here live at 6 p.m. An hour of fun with your favorite Wrestling for Life Network faces as we get into all of the action that's going to come our way tomorrow. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of speculation. The pre-show will set some things up. Yeah, great.
Yeah, well, you hesitated pretty strongly on saying faces. Are we heels or are we supposed to be?
I wasn't. Yeah, I had options. The options weren't good.
Fair enough.
TJX out solo. Yeah, he's going solos out.
Yeah, trust me, I saw it disappear and I was like, oh, I know what's happening.
Gotta be up to date, folks. This is no rinky-dink operation.
Exactly, folks. Where else are you getting this? That, the amount of production quality alone is up there, at least equivalent to AEW. They don't even have production meetings. But where else are you watching wrestling on YouTube that literally is keeping you live and up to date and even has the graphics up to date with everything that's going on?
We try. What's up, knock? Knock, knock. Who's there? Sorry, I'm late. I had to still spend my birthday time with the WFU. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I know
he's clearly having a good birthday based on the spelling in here.
Right. He's putting the emphasis on the wrong syllables, but we still love you.
Correction. CO3. What? He's off that CO2.
C3PO. C2O. I don't know.
What's up, 316? KJ, how do you do the rundown for tomorrow's show? We did that yesterday.
Well, we did that, and we'll still probably do a good chunk of that with the hour before the show. The main show kicks off tomorrow as well, and we do still need to actually decide a tiebreaker for the prediction title, because the prediction title will be on the line for Elimination Chamber, and 4 matches, even numbers. So we do have to find a slight tiebreaker.
Yeah, we'll use what we usually use.
Fair enough.
We'll be all set and locked in. We'll take the quick answers. You got to be fast on that draw and get your answers in, folks. And that's how we'll divide you up. But the rundown for tomorrow is pretty simple. I mean, women's Elimination Chamber match, tag match with Trish and Tiff taking on Nia and Candy, the unsanctioned Sammy KO grudge match, and a men's Elimination Chamber.
Oh
my God, he dead.
Right, yeah. You ever seen a car going at full speed hit somebody not moving? I just did with Jacob hitting Andrade with that fucking diving elbow.
Right.
Oh, hip attack, nobody home, but
Wow.
and I
Andrade.
like how Andrade will work that strong, that stiffer style and everything like that. And especially with a guy that he knows he can do that with, like a Jacob, who's going to work that same type of style.
Mhm.
This has been a great match.
Right.
Andrade's fun the fuck out, though. Oh,
He is. He's having a hell of a match. Ryan, no sorry ever, especially on your birthday, sir. The fact that you're mumbling and bumbling. I have typos while I'm talking. Don't worry about it. We're good. It happened.
right. Oh,
Oh, hell of a fucking match.
absolutely. Well, I've said of these two guys, their styles work well together. Andrade looks like he's trimmed down and slimmed down a bit. The double moonsault thing is always interesting to me because I like it because it's like you're anticipating that you're gonna miss the first time, so you're catching them on the background. As we're getting a "This is awesome" chant. I will say Jacob versus Andrade is probably better than what we would have gotten with Solo Andrade, and I stand on that.
Say that again.
That Jacob Andrade is better than what we would have gotten with Solo Andrade.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. I would. I think that's a fair assessment.
Oh,
hip thrust. He moves so fast. 2 hip thrusts.
He can.
Oh,
spike ass DDT.
That's how you do a paradigm shift.
Boxley.
Without the hooks.
Prettiest Samoan moonsault ever.
Love it.
1, 2, 3 as Jacob Fatu wins and moves on. So I'm telling you, we're getting Jacob versus Strowman versus LA Knight.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jacob losing his mind. The fans love him.
Well, he just does the boogeyman shake. Did you see the video going around of him losing his mind and meeting the boogeyman?
Right? Forget the man's a big kid, right? Like, it's crazy.
Well, it's so crazy to me respectfully, I'm 36. Jacob is younger than me, but somehow I feel like he looks older than me. I look at him and like, we're the same age. And then Google's like, no, you're not.
Right. No, that was fun. Great SmackDown match. I would agree, man. And then let's not overlook the fact that Andrade takes an L here, but Andrade looked solid in taking that L.
Absolutely. And again, you were expecting to take on Solo, you take on Jacob, and Jacob is Jacob. And that match, I still stand, was better than what we would have gotten with Andrade versus Solo.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. But we go back to last week where the Street Profits continue to beat the shit out of everybody. I'm wondering if they're trying to set up a multi-tag team match for Mania with this group.
That'd be your multi-person ladder match?
Maybe your multi-person ladder match, 4 tag teams, 5 tag teams. Slide the Hardys,
Street Profits. What?
Slide the Hardys in last minute.
Hardys, Fraxium, all the tag teams, all the flips, all the tricks. But I really like this with the Street Profits of they finally leaned fully into being a heel.
Yes. Love these new Profits. No, I like them a lot. This is what they wanted to do with the Hurt Business and never got a chance. So now that they're actually doing it, I'm excited.
What in the fucking Anchorman News Channel's fighting outfit shit is this?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Santos here with the crew.
News Channel 9 here. Spanish action wrestling news. Here to challenge, the Street Profit news. Like, they're all wearing fucking the same, just the same shit in different shades.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely see Jacob having a title sooner than later, big dog.
Absolutely. Christ, I didn't even realize Jacob now actually has the WWE action figure out. Now I must need to go and get that. Every time I feel down, I can just look at it and be like, I love you, Jacob. And he'd be like, I love you, dude. I love you, Nick.
Right. Fatu is a star. Jacob's on another level. He's just dialed right in. And a lot of people were worried about him coming into this corporate setting. He's doing just fine with the dub.
Absolutely. So up next, we're getting Angel and Berto versus the Street Profits.
There you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, the night rolls on, folks. We go to commercial break right now. I'm getting a WWE shop commercial. But yeah, the night rolls on. We are heading towards tomorrow. And once again, I will remind everyone, Monday. It's our birthday. Technically, Sunday is our birthday. We went live for the first time March 2nd, 2022. And it's been a trip. It's been a hell of a ride. A bunch of faces. One face stuck real hard and still hanging around.
Pause. Why you gotta say that sus as shit, my guy?
Right? Well, wait till Monday. I got more sus shit to say.
Whoa.
Let me make Nick cry live. Let's go.
Oh no. Well, Christ. Now I'm gonna try and beat you to it, but no, we gonna get sappy up in here.
Right.
And not Sean Ross. But yeah.
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years has flown by thousands of times, or over 1,000 times. Thousands, not thousands, but more than 1,000
like
times
thousands.
live. It feels like 1,000. But yeah, tons of live streams. Our interviews have been fun. Something that we are always working on, trying to pull off some more of those and bring you guys some quality content from the actual wrestlers. But yeah, I mean, original content's been fun. Wrestling Court's still a thing, though it's been a hot minute before we since we put something on trial. The Wing Show's still out there. The next episode of that is going to be our WrestleMania edition, which is going to be a hella competitive one. Watch out for
as I'm the Wing King.
Watch out for the champ. The champ's
Put
ready.
Some respect on my name.
I know Nick knows his mania, so it's going to be a fucking good one.
Yes, literally and figuratively. Right. I know all the types of mania.
Speaking of the Animaniacs,
right. I'm Yakko, Wacko, and Doc.
But yeah, I mean, we got lots more coming your way. Revolution's coming up next Sunday, 6 p.m. live. We know AEW pay-per-views, they like to go long, so strap in, strap on. Next weekend's going to be a fun one. Plus, we just had the members only. We got more coming your way, and we're always trying to come up with more stuff for you guys out there. We appreciate the love, the support, and everything else. So don't miss our birthday bash on Monday, which will also be the fallout from Elimination Chamber, and the final stretch begins to WrestleMania.
Right, as I'm going to cut you off with a hello, nurse.
Let's go.
From MDB. But yes, 100% still. Been here 3 years. Well, you've been here 3 years. I've been here like 2.5. I don't have the full PTO time yet and everything. But no, 100%. Anybody that tunes in, everybody that's in the chat, every friend that we've made from growing the Discord, growing the channel, anything and everything, the community, the good gospel that we've built and everything is the lifeblood, the fucking heart and soul of this shit. A little bit of
right,
100%. It's me and you will fucking talk nonsense regardless whether we hit live or not and everything. But you know, hitting live and chatting with everybody that tunes in and everybody that continues to tune in and everything just makes this all the way better. And that now we've even built our own community. We're building our own chapel out there with the WFU and all that.
100%. Yeah, we are the movement. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We are the wrestling friends you can't find in your real life. Again, we are just unscripted, uncensored, unruly, unkempt some days, but ultimately unbiased as of all food.
All the uns, except an umpire. But yeah, we're all the uns.
Right. But yeah, join the WFU. And again, the best thing you guys can do for us out there, spread the word of the Wrestling for Life Network. We appreciate it. It means the world to us. And we just want to continue to see these numbers grow and grow and grow.
And absolutely, well, I mean, yeah, KJ, pause for the cause. But I'll say this as he goes on to pause for the cause. But I mean, Christ, I can't thank the man enough I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for him. Just allowing me going from in the chat like all of y'all. And this is why I always say that, you know, you guys, the chats, you guys, you gals, you peoples, you, they, thems, what have yous, everything, you know, the community that we've built. And I know I've chatted with a few people that even, tune in, looking at UMDB, looking Ryan, all that, Cal, of that, you guys how are as much a part of this thing as we are and everything. That's the thing. We don't do like other creators and just act like you're there and you just tune in and, well, you're going to tune in anyways. No, we love shouting out people's birthdays, everybody's victories, all that. We're here when you catching an owl with something bad happens, everything. It's 100%. This is a family. This is a conversation more than anything. As DIY jumping the Street Profits right now. So are we going to not get a match with this? But yeah, as we got Gargano going at Ford and Ciampa going at Dawkins as now Alberto. So yeah, they're very much setting up, it seems, multi-person match. It's a matter of if, what, and where. But yeah, 100%. Everybody that tunes in, everybody that has tuned in, everybody that in the future will tune in, everything. If you're watching this now and you're seeing it, in the past and everything, appreciate you, because yeah, this has just been a hell of a fucking fun ride, and it's just nothing but friendship and a fucking community, and that's what we've always wanted to build, instead of just, well, let me just talk and can just sit there. No, we always want to be engaged with everything with you. Trust me, I know I feel bad if we can't get to everybody, but we try our damnedest. But that's why we got the super chats, the super stickers. See, pull it into a shameless plug, as now I got the Street Profits coming out here. So if we aren't ever setting much more up to A, not having a match, and B, a multi-person match or a multi-team match, I don't know how, where, when, if, or why. Is now Motor City is coming out here for no goddamn reason. Are they going to add this to Chambers? Are we going to get a fifth match? Is Saban and Shelley taking out Ciampa? Profits just went by the wayside, which I don't like. It still seems very much like we're setting up DIY versus Motor City. Oh, now we had the Profits squaring up with Motor City. Arguably right now, as everybody, every team, if somebody's got somebody squaring off with somebody here, but y'all watch as much wrestling as we do. Who has the better tag team division right now? Monday Night Raw, male tag team division. Monday Night Raw, NXT, or SmackDown? Because I'm starting to wonder if NXT's been definitely up there. I'm starting to wonder if SmackDown might be chasing them down a wee bit. Anthony, who won the Fatu match? I missed it. The Fatu. You didn't miss anything but a Jacob. But yeah, Jacob won it. It was a hell of a match. I would still say go back and watch it. Yeah, Jacob won. It has now Motor City taking it to the Profits in the corner. Like this a lot, absolutely. Heather saying, I only drink iced tea. Well, I drink OT, but I'll leave it at that. Big Dog, get up. Pause. I got two sentences. I got a sentence into what you said, Big Dog, and I had to move off. But security breaking up the Street Profits in Motor City right now. But see, this completely to me sets up right now, not this as a feud. It sets up the multi-person, it sets up the Mania tag match. As the crowd chanting to let them fight. So are we going to get like a tournament to defend or to determine who's number one contender, which I don't like? Are we going to get Profits versus Motor City as a bit of a placeholder feud until we get towards Mania? And we just cut away from that as Drew's walking backstage. Drew McIntyre. We want the vitamins. Oh, Drew and Cody. Johnny Autism Wrestling. What up? Shout out my guy. Shout out you. Shout out Devin. Everything. Absolutely. Shout out my guy. J-Boy. See money. I'm not gonna click on your comment, but I see it as I'm scrolling back up in case I missed anything. Yeah, we've had vasectomies. Now everybody has to sign up for their unmeltering. Boston got that old school Colway. What? WFU shot glasses. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We got WFU merch and everything out there. We'll see. I don't know if we've gotten fully into glassware yet and all of that. But as I'm in commercial break right now, but yes, if you very much want, the wrestling for life merch and the WFU, almost combine the two, but yes, 100%. You show love to the merch, and we'll see if we can keep that growing and get into, the glasswares and beyonds. That'd be fitting, especially with the vitamins, if we're into glasswares and such. But I digress. Depends on where you live. If it would be legal to purchase. Roddy, I was going for that, man. Oh, Roddy sounds like a chop shop in Detroit. What? What did Larry say? Now I'm following the fucking mythos of the chat here. But I digress. As I'm in commercial break, so I will remind everybody, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything. When it comes to wrestling, be a friend, tell a friend. As I see 115 people watching us. I got to refresh to see how many likes we got in the chat. As 232 likes on the stream. We got double-digit likes in the stream. We got double-digit likes watching us here. Let's see if we can, help jump this subscriber number up there to 7K and beyond. 100%, especially in the backyard of one KJ White and everything out there in Toronto, and especially before we hit 3 years live as a channel. Let's see if we can reach 7K, and we'll, find the derivative of 4. But not sure, Tribal Chief. What up? 233 now, Nick. What did you unlike or something? Oh, 232. I was gonna say, did I go down a number or did I go up a number? MDB, what up? What up? But yes, as again, the great mauve hand behind the scenes and everything. KJ's pulled up, but we will be back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live for Elimination Chamber. And Triple H is even out there said it's going to be a landmark event. It's the final show before WrestleMania. We don't know if Cody's going to sell his soul. We don't know who's going to win the Chamber and go on to face Cody, or even if who wins the Chamber goes on to face Cody. We don't know who's going to be showing up, what's going to happen, in the women's chamber or anything like that. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And we're also out there on the Twitch. We got the Instagrams, we got the Twitters, we got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs. Heather's agreeing with Big Dog. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Nick Vance went up in vitamins. Sight went down. Fair enough, Larry. Never fear, Larry is here to have my back, I guess. Small Mark saying, imagine it's 1998. All right. I'm a child again. What 6 Attitude Era talent would make the best Elimination Chamber match? All right. So Hunter, Austin, Dwayne, there's 3. Taker, Kane, there's 5. And then would it have been Shawn in 1998? Now I might be getting years mixed up as to who's what at when and everything. But I mean, I think if we're going, ultimate fan booking, that right there is your star-studded upon star-studded, Elimination Chamber. Now the real question would be who's winning to, face who at Mania. So if you had to take someone out to be a champion, I think you replace them with Mick Foley. Mick Foley in Elimination Chamber? Mick Foley, healthy Mick Foley, allowed that what happens in the chamber doesn't affect him future on in life, fantasy booking mentality. Mick Foley in a chamber would be insane. He's doing all of the spots, all of the spots that Chamber's kind of known for, of going through the pod, going through this, going through that. Mick's doing all of that in one match. Which Dark Side of the Ring's doing a Hell in a Cell thing. It's their first episode, which don't the Hell in a Cell for Taker and Mankind. But don't we know like everything that's happened in that match? And I do mean everything. Larry, what up? Big Dog's just flirting with Heather. You do you, boo boo. J Boy, what up? MDB. Christopher, Hunter, HBK, Orton, Taker, Rock, and Kane. Winner faces Austin. Fair. I think if it was 1998, I don't think Orton was there. Or if he was not Randy Orton, as I've got Drew coming out. Calling out. This is to me still the biggest interesting thing of when it comes to somebody who might win the chamber that's not Cena, and somebody that might end up with Dwayne that's not Cody Rhodes. It is Drew McIntyre. He's the only one still actively going at John. Still, wouldn't make sense, has, had ties to Dwayne outside of this. And like I said, he's the only one that's going at John. Punk was at the kickoff and everything and was going through everybody that was in the chamber and all his challengers and everything, and was still kind of very nice, glad handing with John Cena throughout that. Drew's starting to get more of, well, no one else is going to talk about him, and he isn't going to be here. So let me do it, and I'm going to be the only one who does it. And it works. And he's still such an interesting character, and he's done himself nothing but tenfold. He's gone from being here as a top guy to even up here. Yes, he's now sitting cross-legged on the announce desk going at present day John Cena. Only returning for ego trips. This is why he's got a bald spot that deserves its own area code. Drew winning the chamber, and we get Drew's the guy that sides with Dwayne. It's not Cody. It's not Cena. We get a triple threat. I 100% could see it. I would still be happy with it. I would still love it and embrace it. I think it's such a smart play. And either way, Drew McIntyre has been phenomenal in 2024 and has not lost a step in 2025.
Not even a little bit. Speaking of not missing a step, Drew calling out John Cena, talking a lot of smack and getting interrupted
by
Damian
Priest. Oh shit. Well, that was the thought that going through Rumble that they intervened, they intersected with LA Knight, that it was going to be Drew Priest come Mania. You still like that idea?
There seems to be legs to it. I mean, upper mid-card guys kind of finding something to do and having a beef with each other to keep them busy, because the title picture is a mess right now with how many people want to get their hands on it. So yeah, I could see Damian and Drew doing something depending on how this chamber goes tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Find a lie, I dare ya. This is a step away from,
like it works, but it's also, can I just say, I think Drew will eat Damian alive on the microphone.
Currently,
right, as we're seeing before our very eyes. But that's the thing, is Drew LA, at least to me, works on the mic, and you can hold the story, you can hold the promos and everything to it. Drew versus Damian, Drew's going to beat the piss tar and leather out of this man by the time we get to Mania, just on the microphone. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to want to see the match. Because I know who's going to win, because he's fucking demolished him.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, you look ridiculous. Damian gets a pop.
He's sitting cross-legged. That's all he is doing.
There you go. KJ, you guys need to add WFU to the W for Life tattoos. There you go. Race to 10K. There you go. There you
No,
go.
that'll be like 20K, 100K is when I get WFU tattooed on me.
Right. Right on my butt
Let's
cheek.
get to 10K before we start setting up other tattoos.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this to 10K, folks.
Right.
Other streamers are hanging out at the arena. We are here live with y'all.
Thanks. And I feel like it's a struggle to get to the
Especially when they use your money to do it.
exactly.
Oh, burn it down.
Well, I'm gonna go play fire extinguisher here.
You're gonna go burn it down, all right. Here comes Seth Rollins in his poofy pants, looking like a vinyl couch. Hammer time. Dun, 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 dun. Seth Rollins is in the house, folks. So we got Seth, we got Damian, we got Drew. Are we going to get the other members of this party? Seeing the Elimination Chamber on my yeah, right. Can you help me, support me, so I can fly? Yeah, to all the shows. You guys, yeah, I read that one. Well, we'll think about that one, Scott. I mean, I'm not opposed to Adam or Inc. Not the butt cheek. Every time. This way I get to moon everybody every time they ask me to see my tattoo. Seth Rollins looks like he bought an extra fabric. That's what it is. Seth's been pimped out by Exhibit tonight. Well, the crowd pops for Seth. Seth Rollins looking like a genie in a bottle. Got to rub him the right way, folks. Why is red the theme? Isn't it SmackDown? I mean, maybe because he's a raw guy on SmackDown. But he looking like a couch. It's crazy. Looks like a rubber oven mitt. Looking like a chess piece. What chess are you playing? Nice outfit Seth is wearing. Somewhere a vinyl couch is freezing. Facts, big dog. Absolutely. Seth out here looking like Seth does. The pants are comfy as shit, though. Seth out here looking like a damn couch cushion. Facts. What else did Seth look like tonight? A zesty genie. Why zesty? Why is zesty the word, MDB? You let me know. Seth looking like a quilted toilet paper. There's a joke in there due to the color Lady B. I don't think either of us are going to make that joke. But yeah, he definitely looking quilted. Who shot the couch? Literally looks like a couch. It's ridiculous. drop top, right? That's 100% Becky. I told you. When Becky went back to being the man, she was like, listen, I bought all these outfits. Somebody's wearing them. That's looking like Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. Deep cut with Anthony. I like it. Seth is quilted picker upper Rollins. Toilet paper in the ring. And here comes Punk. That crowd jumps onto their feet, folks. So 4 members of the chamber are now here. Friday night, Phillip in the house. Let's go. He's a toaster cozy. Fact. Toaster cozy. Maybe the first time in 3 years doing this that anyone has used the term toaster cozy in the chat. Sponsored by Kool-Aid. Fatu was in red, thought he was just floating beard. But I think that's, I get your point, but I think the red is specific to Jacob. It's like a bloodline thing. Seth looks ridiculous. And the way he's standing there with his head to his chest, he just looks like, hey. As Punk takes a little walk. Seth out here looking like one of those wavy arm blow up things. Where's Nick when I need him? Wacky, waveable, inflate. I can't do it. I think Nick can do it though. Seth looking like he holding. He just walking around looking for a pocket, MDB. As the crowd chants CM Punk. Everyone in the ring looking at Punk as if there's dad was yelling at them to be quiet during a sleepover. Yeah, and Seth's looking like the pillow. Seth looks like a hot water bottle tonight. Like your grandmother's hot water bottle. CM Punk, huge. Undeniable. Is this Smackdown or Aladdin? Good question. Whacking, waving, inflatable arm man tube guy. Wacky, waving, inflatable arm man tube guy. All right. If no one else is going to say it, I will. Seth looking like no! Don't say that shit. Then I don't read it before I click on it. It's right there on the cusp, but he does. Nick taking his pause for the cause. Yes, he is. Seth's outfit, dead ass, looks like a headboard. Oh shit, he definitely looks like a headboard. He looks like one of the bench seats in an old conversion van. Seth looking like red Kool-Aid. Is that Fred Durst behind CM Punk? Keep rolling. What? Seth dressed like Bianca Belair. I like it. Welcome. The adventure of Kid Mister. Do I call you Mister? Seth looking like Gumdrop. He looks like a melted licorice. Like you left him out in the sun too long. A defective juice box. Whoopee cushion Rollins is a good one, MDB. As Seth opening up on Punk. Now, Drew chiming in. I like this, guys. I know some people are going to say, oh, they're just talking, but I think it's good shit. Seth looking like a duvet. I've kicked your ass for duty, for profit, and tomorrow I do it for fun. Oh, Damien gets a lick in. Everybody just giving it to everybody. Where's Logan? Where's Cena? They not flying until tomorrow? John Cena in the house, folks. Let's go. I just asked, where are they? We found them. Let's go. Logan Paul comes out to John Cena's music. Logan Paul trolls all of us. I know everyone out there popped when they heard the Cena music, and everyone equally groaned when they saw Logan Paul. No, that was rude. Stop playing with my emotions, Logan. Now, do we get John? I mean, he's got to be close. But that was good. This is why, no matter what people say about Logan Paul, as a pro wrestler, he works. His natural inclinations to be an asshole work so well in this company. And yeah, whether you love him or hate him, anyone out there right now that is trying to act like he didn't just get a bunch of people, that's bullshit. You saw my reaction. Holy shit, John's here. No, he's not. Logan Paul is a bot. I'm not sure what they're chanting. Logan looking like Cobra Kai teacher. Oh, they're chanting F you, Logan. The Canadian fans have turned. This promo's cooking. It's fun. You guys having a good time out there? How you feeling? How you feeling? Make sure you get in this chat. I want to know, what do you like? Oh, come on, George. You got to give him some credit. You might not like him, but my God, did he just troll everybody hard. Now all 5 of them are arguing. The only one not present is John Cena, or maybe he is present. We just can't see him. I almost need a rim shot for that one. Logan, that's too funny. Hey, keep the maple leaves out of your mouth. Boo. Sweep the leg. Let's go. I'm enjoying the Jafar outfit that Seth Rollins. Yeah, absolutely, man. This is why, again, where people talk about the build to Mania this year, I mean, I get it, but I feel like so many people out there sound spoiled and whiny, and I hate to pick on people, but they just do to me. Like right now, we got this segment, and there's Punk, and there's Drew, and there's Logan, and Seth, and it's cooking. It's star-studded, and Cena's not even here. I like the troll. See, I think Punk just took a shot. Hockey shot. There, get him. Oh, Punk walking up the aisle. Hit John's music. CM Punk chasing Logan away. No Cena. I'm a little surprised. No Cena. Considering you got to be in Toronto for Chamber, why couldn't you pull him into this? But it is what it is. Now, see, I sound spoiled. We got 5 out of 6. Ain't bad. I'm dressed just like Seth Rollins right now. Why? Where are you going? What would allow you to dress like that? As right now, we go back to the Chamber kickoff. For those who haven't seen this earlier today, Liv Morgan and Raquel came out during the kickoff, and they were quickly jumped by Naomi and Bianca.
Speaking of quickly jumped, but I don't know if I'm as big as Naomi. I meant to say Nia. No disrespect to Naomi. Jimmy's gonna whoop my ass, but yeah.
Right. Speaking of glowing.
I'm glowing, and it's not because I'm pregnant. I'm not in Junior. I'm not Donald and Junior. Yeah.
So tonight we're getting a 6-woman tag. They just love adding shit.
Well, and that's been the thing of, as we're getting Braun Strowman versus Carmelo tonight, of Raw has a lot of stuff still normally advertised for it. SmackDown, for the most part, wasn't having anything advertised for it. As Big Pop for LA Knight coming out.
LA Knight going to be taking on Santos Escobar. Who do you think wins? Who do you think advances in the U.S. title?
I'm going to ask this: do you think Andrade versus Jacobs going to be the best of these three matches?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do. I mean, Escobar and LA can put on a good one. I mean, Braun and Carmelo, not a lot of high hopes, maybe.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. It's making me chuckle. I'm pregnant with emotion. I'm in a glass house of emotion. The bad man. He tried to pretend to be John Cena. The bad man.
Right. Oh my.
That was so
Now,
good. I
let's
was
talk about it.
literally having a pause, puffing down and everything. And then I hear John Cena's here. Oh, it's fucking Logan Paul.
I mean, trolled everybody.
But it's so good. It makes you really start to question of, do they do Paul Cena at Mania? That's been rumored. That's been speculated. If Cena doesn't win Chamber,
Yep.
that's the next match.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, I said it a while ago, and I know when I do say it, I get a lot of groans from people.
Yeah, because fuck Logan Paul. But yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you talk about marketability, if you talk about social media, internet presence, that is as big as about you can get in the company. I know The Rock pulls some weight, but at the end of the day, I think that Logan and Logan and Cena is just wildfire. Such a big audience to tap into. People tune in just to hate watch Logan. John Cena's John Cena. I think it's got potential.
Can we get Kai Cenat versus Jake on the undercard?
Right?
Well, because it's interesting because Logan's setting up to box his brother. And like I said,
hilarious.
I think everyone just poo-poos the match because fuck Logan Paul. But you said it while I was on the pause, and I agree with you. And even Hangman's, oh, he stole my moveset. Give it to someone cooler. But he's hitting the moves as good, if not better, than you do, my guy.
Right.
So Logan Paul, as a professional wrestler, works.
Yeah.
He's a douchebag because he's meant to be a douchebag. Yeah. Like, it's the most, he works more in pro wrestling than he did in boxing, than any other context.
Yeah, but a part of the reason why people started tuning into his shit and tuning into the boxing was all the shenanigans, was him being a dick.
Well, that's what works now. That's translates.
Yeah. It's throwing gasoline on a fire that's already burning. And again, uber heel, uber babyface. Like,
oh yeah,
polar opposites.
Now I worry that if you do that, it's like a 5-minute squash. You get, Super Cena attitude adjustment. 1, 2, 3. Bob's your uncle. We're out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, anyone that thinks that like this build towards WrestleMania is bad has not lived through the very thin, times, between like 30 and like 32-ish was not good. 33, 34, we started to pull it around. We've had some lean times in wrestling, and now we're overrun with it. That cup runneth over, and we're more just mad that we're dribbling shit.
Well, that's why I said when you're in your pause, and we talked about this already this week. This is part of the reason why we started the WFU movement. Is that like this? It feels very whiny and spoiled. Like it's a lot of belly
salt.
Yeah, it's like literally Veruca salt syndrome. That's what we'll call it. It's bad, man. Like
salt merch coming to the store sooner rather than later.
Like you see that segment, and a lot of people will hang on the fact of what John. Like I said it, I'm surprised no John Cena. He's got to be in Toronto for the show tomorrow. I'm surprised, but it was a great segment even without him.
And you save the moment for when he does show up because it's that much bigger when he actually does. And you get the big swerve. You get the big moment that gets nothing but heel heat onto Logan. You tease Cena. Like, that's the thing is you literally mention him. And then next thing I know, you're like, John Cena. I'm like, holy shit, man, literally spoken into existence.
Yeah, I was literally like,
a good swerve. It's a good way to get natural heat on a guy who's already a heat magnet.
Oh, 100%. The further he, gives into that kind of behavior, the more he gets booed, the more it's wicked, and then the more people are really going to hate it when he gets anywhere near that gold. And I do think that's something that we're going to see.
I would put him over Damian Priest as they'd be at the bottom of the odds, but they'd still be, as far as my odds to win Chamber.
Yeah.
I put Logan Paul above Damian Priest.
I agree with you on that.
The wrestling god Logan Paul is a full-time WWE superstar, as confirmed by Logan Paul himself.
Right?
I don't know what to trust with this guy anymore.
Yeah, he retired, didn't he?
He retired, he unretired, he did this. I'm never doing that. I'm never doing this. Yeah.
As right now, LA and Escobar are going toe to toe, and 95% of the chat taking LA Knight. No love for Santos. Not much anyway.
Well, LA Knight was the guy who was supposed to be in the match. So it's kind of one of those of no shit, Sherlock's.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right. But Sid, I saw you. What up? Larry, KJ, Nick. Oh, last one, Seth dressed like a schnozberry. Yeah. Speaking of Veruca Salt, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Dude, the entire half your pause was the chat and I discussing the different things that Seth Rollins had become.
Looks like an oven mitt, or like not what's not the oven mitt, but like the flat little square piece that you get.
Oily, yeah.
The pot holder.
Right. No, it's ridiculous.
That's what you call the guy next to you in the cipher, the pot holder. The pot holder. Ooh. Fallout Slam there.
Bum, bum, bum. Colin, good to see you. Good to see you. Theater of the Observe. If we haven't said hello yet, I think we have, though. Jose's with us. Good to see you. Alan, good. Welcome back.
Steven Smith, A.B. Johnson, John C. I think I saw you. Yeah. So I'm assuming we're both, I don't know if we've even said it, but we're both going LA Knight for this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you kind of nailed it on the head with it was supposed to be his.
Well, and especially if we're going from this to a triple threat, him, LA Knight, or Jacob, LA Knight, Braun Strowman, to me, sounds a lot better than if you throw an Escobar, respectfully, if you throw a Carmelo in there. Like, instantly they're there to take a pin.
Mm-hmm. Last year we were watching Chamber at like 4 a.m. Breakfast with the boys. Let's go.
Brunch with the boy. We need to update the Brunch with the Boys of the summer tour of 2024 has ended. I'm almost interested if Canada will host more premium live events than the US will.
This year?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, again, because
it was close last year.
You're not wrong. I mean, I know they want to do something in Vancouver later this year. And there's still other cities. Montreal is always a hot spot. Right. Alberta is a good one as well. But last year we were watching Chamber at 4 a.m. Again, that's what we did. That's what we do. So somebody said it was a classic stream. I like it. Again, folks, we try and watch as much wrestling as we humanly possibly can, and balancing a life and all that fun stuff.
Well, and that's the thing is we're unlike other creators that might need an inhaler because they wheeze, or might need to grow because they're mini or anything like that. But yeah, we actually have a conversation with everybody that's in here watching with us and all that. It's just it's a mass collective, it's an open space and everything versus let me tell you about me.
Right. Oh, Santos off the table. Crowd's a little quiet at the moment.
We need a VPN sponsor so I can watch what you're seeing, because I'm just got commercials and I'm getting mad. Like, you get whole promo segments and everything.
You do.
You'll get continuations of the show, and I'm just
smashing his head off the table. The crowd chanting, "Yeah." So that 5-man to set up the men's chamber tomorrow, I thought it was really well done. I liked everybody arguing with everybody taking turns. Damian got in some really good jabs and actually got the crowd to react a couple times, especially towards Drew. Drew is just Drew. Like, Drew's a dialed in soul right now. He's found that where they get over that final hump as a wrestler where they're locked in now. You're a guy. You're made. You're good to go.
Drew's turn, I would say, is equivalent to Roman going from the big dog to the tribal chief.
Yeah, that's a valid comparable.
To me, it's they were there, and then they hit the higher gear that you expected they had, but you didn't know they could reach.
Right. As we are 30 seconds away from the end of the commercial break, folks, Santos still in control of LA Knight.
But again, still, you mentioned all the 5 men in the chamber, but you didn't mention the 6 who wasn't there, who's gonna win.
I said that maybe he was there.
It just he's there in spirit. I trust me, I almost popped in when you said that. I just want to be like, is John Cena in the room with us right now, KJ?
Right. Oh,
he's the ghost, he's the entity, he just exists.
Can't see him, Nick.
It's still so crazy how you do this, you say what, you go beat, and the internet will just run with it, and that's your gimmick for your career.
Yeah, 100%. I was on the couch smoking when went to Whataburger. We don't have those. Watched that first match and passed out. Lucky to wake up during the PLE. I hear Nick and KJ laughing. It was good shit. There you go. Reliving the good memories. Perfect. In a 3-year anniversary show, maybe we'll ask the fans what some of their favorite channel moments
well,
are.
I was going to say, but that's still insane to think. Respectfully, like that's an A-tier comment of just, I don't remember that stream as much as you do, sir, respectfully. Mm-hmm. But I love all of that. And now you just made me want Whataburger, which
right.
See, what I've seen of it, I'm very envious.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have that. But no, I remember like hoovering McMuffins on my paws, like because it was early. So we got rolling without food. And then our first pause, I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. But I remember hoovering some McMuffin.
Fair enough. The McMuffin, quicker picker upper. KJ.
Wait, what? I can tell when KJ isn't paying attention to you, Nick. He says, yeah, 100%. Hey, listen, that is enough out of you. You don't know me.
That's so, yes. Someone else has noticed it.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, 100%. Whatever you said is 100% right. Like, I don't know what you said.
Yeah.
Yes. Comment right? Of the night.
That's the Bill Burr thing. Then the voice goes up an octave. You're like, oh shit, that was the question.
No, absolutely.
Shut up, Jose.
Trust me. After us working 2.5 years ago.
Right.
Hey, I joke that you're my husband. I have a wife, but I joke that you're my husband. And 100%, you're my best friend, that I'm not married to, but just absolutely just all of the yes with that. Big kick to the stomach. Let's go. See, that's the thing I love is they pay attention as much as we pay attention.
Well, listen, I don't come to you guys and like go to your job and fuck with your fellow employees, but hey, whatever.
No, but it's so good and I love it.
In all fairness, sometimes the right is I can't make sense of what was just all fed to me. I don't know where to go.
Right. No, trust me. I feel like the post-production meeting after this stream is going to be still talking about Jey Uso and LA Knight and everything. But yeah.
Right.
Right.
100% Wrestling for Life shirts coming soon. That's funny.
Can we get away with using the emoji?
What's that? Yeah. We got to revamp full disclosure to our fans out there, but we got to refresh our members only emojis. They're a little dated. It's on the to-do list. So keep an eye out for that, members, as we will be bringing you new emojis. Maybe 100% emoji is a thing.
Well, still, we're coming out of the winter. Hopefully, we're coming out of February. We're going into spring, so it's spring cleaning season all the way around. And even still, though, true, like I said, we mentioned about with brunch with the boys. So we got to find the spring edition. Maybe we get a pastel tie-dye and everything. So we got to revamp, make sure you tune in because you never know what we might be up to. Make sure you hit the bell notifications on all of that. And trust me, I know we still got some surprises and tricks up the sleeves.
Is thinking how to not say 100%. Wow, Cutter!
And all is LA Knight gets the win.
PFT from the top.
Yeah. Now I wonder, do I have any, I guess, signals or anything? They went hard in the paint on you. So I got, now come back around this way.
But LA Knight with the W, folks.
That one made the most sense because LA Knight was already supposed to be the one taking on Shinsuke. It was going to be a hell of a match. It was going to be a rematch of the last championship match. Interesting though. What do you do now with Escobar? Man's been catching a good amount of L's.
Yeah, I think he's just that lower mid-card guy right now. I mean, again, you'll probably get him in the mix at some point down the road, but he's fine. Just kind of 50-50 booking. I mean, he's not one of their priorities at the moment.
Fair. Yeah. He makes sense of why he was in the tournament. Like he's depth in that division, but he's not a guy right now that's title holder.
No, I mean, again, and that's what fans forget sometimes is it's so many moving parts and so many people that you can't have everybody do everything. Like everyone's favorite can't be the champion. Everyone's second favorite can't be the number one contender. Like they got to get spread around. And I mean, I always go back to a time when you would look up and down the card and it was stacked, right? Like The Rock is fighting Triple H for the IC title because Stone Cold's in something with Taker. Like that's how it worked. Nobody was like, I can't believe they're burying The Rock in a mid.
That was actually one of my favorite IC title matches. It was Rock, Triple H in a ladder match for the IC belt. But that's the thing, you can't always look at it of like, well, if they're not doing what I want them to do, then it sucks. Like, no, this is how when growing up, when you got behind guys and everything, even if they weren't going to get super over, you found favorites, you got behind them, and you just embraced the trials and tribulations with them.
That's
versus, they didn't, put Test over as Test didn't marry Steph, and he wasn't world champ. He's not the COO of WWE right now, so they can fumble the bag with that. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I mean, again, I mean, it's interesting times where it's like I said, it's this demand for, I want to see the show exactly the way I think it should be, and it's like, that's not how this is supposed to work. And again, what's that?
I just said instant gratification.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, if you're coming in with that negative mindset, you're going to get negativity. You're going to find the negatives if you're looking for them, and that's the unfortunate part of it.
Right. TJ with the WFU, C Money with the WFU, John C. I don't want WrestleMania to suck, and it won't. Like, how are we gangbang? We're gangbanging on breakfast.
Right,
we're mad at opening ceremonies here. Like
it's not going.
It hasn't even gone off the highway yet.
We're early, and it's going to be fine. And I don't want it to suck. Nobody does. We're going to be here live for like 24 hours in a couple days. We want it to be a fun. We want it to be fun marathon. Right, James. What up? Yeah, I agree.
I was a hardcore D'Lo Brown fan. He was always going to be a mid-carder, and that's okay. Well, do you have any sort of guys that you were big fans of that you knew were always just going to be mid-card or lower mid-card, even just jobber? Like, were you a Brooklyn Brawler fan or anything?
Well, one of my absolute goats, one of my favorite of all times, was never found himself at the top. It was Roddy Piper, right? Like he was just because of Roddy being Roddy, he was like that. Another guy that I loved, and now I'm going back to my childhood, but is Jake the Snake, right? Like Another guy that never
Yeah,
really
well,
got
they were still always up there. This is I've got Sammy. How you
it.
gonna just gracefully walk out with this upbeat ass music?
Yeah, it's quite the again, it really,
Juxtaposition, yeah.
yeah, it really shows his his morose demeanor. That
Yeah,
would be
I
dancing,
got whoa, I'm gonna come out like a sad
right?
lumberjack.
He's the mad kid in the corner at the dance. Nobody dancing with me.
No one wants to dance with
Right.
me. When are they
Crush,
gonna play Good Charlotte?
yeah, Crush is a good show. I think Perry Saturn was one of those guys for me of like, I just wish he would move up the roster. Stop fighting
Well,
every
I mean,
I'm
it
off.
depends on how far you want to go with it. I mean, Raven was always a guy for me.
Raven's a great pick.
Actually, one of my favorites of all time, and I really think Karen Cross is essentially doing what his gimmick was gonna be,
Okay.
which ties into your guy Roddy of Sean O'Hare. I was a huge Sean O'Hare
Really?
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the look, he had the fucking
Mhm.
talent and everything. He was a big guy with athleticism. But yeah, demons
Right.
caught up with him. But his whole devil's advocate shit,
Mhm.
100%. And that I feel like that's what Cross is doing right now.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of there, like in that vein for sure. Sammy's got a mic.
Right.
Sammy is here. Andrea, welcome. J Boy, hello. Sami Zayn is here. You stop it. KJ Big Nick, have you seen WWE are ranking the top 50 Mania matches over 50 days? What do you think it will be number one?
Rock Austin 17. You think you're special. You do.
Best like match?
Best Mania moment, best match. That's when you think WrestleMania. It could be just of a certain fan base, what have you, but
Mhm.
you think you're special. I have to beat you, Rock. I have to.
That
You think you do. Like you think of that whole segment, like that's arguably the best WrestleMania of all time. That was the main event of that Mania.
yeah.
That is the match. I mean, the only close second I would say would be Taker, HBK. Is
Oh,
it the last one that they did? The end of an era.
that whole end of an era is, I think, one of my favorite WrestleMania. All three of them, and I just thought they did that so fucking magic.
Do you throw in I love you? I'm sorry. The HBK Ric Flair
Yeah.
retires. Is that in there? Cena, Dwayne, one or two?
I don't know. I think it might be Taker Michaels, WrestleMania 25.
Is Taker Brock in there?
No. I think everyone tried to put that out of our minds. Um, I know everybody talks about Steamboat, Macho Man, not a bad shout.
Warrior Hogan just for what it was. As
What it was. Oh, look. Oh,
KO,
he's in the
he's in
dome.
the arena.
Yo, I want that KO t-shirt bad. Let's fucking go.
I honestly want that. I feel bad because a Punk was out there with like a Chicago Teachers Union shirt, and I was like, I want that on the merch. I was like, oh, I guess I could just buy that. But yeah, no, the duct tape maple leaf. I need that. I need that.
But that is actually one of my favorite WrestleMania matches ever. Austin Brett 13. The other one would be the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
DLC
Yeah, is that 17?
would be 18 is the one that you're thinking of to where the spear as Jeff's hanging.
Yeah,
That's 18, I believe.
okay.
No, in Toronto. That's why.
Okay. I thought it could be the wrestling trivia is already getting ready. It happens, Larry.
Now you watch, everyone in the chat's gonna be like, Nick, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong.
I want that t-shirt. I'm not gonna help them. I'm gonna watch them suffer.
This has to be Kevin wins this though. Like he's been on he's the equivalent of like he's on that Drew run of a vindicated heel that gets over, is justified, it is still in a sense in the right. He's taking a lot of L's. He needs a win. He needs a fucking win.
You got a point. I mean, I don't disagree with you at all.
Gold! Fucking Yukon Cornelius, goddamn Sami Zayn out here.
I'm afraid of what I'm going to do to you.
I do think that this could end up stealing the show over any chamber, anything.
It really could be one of those matches that we're talking about it during the year end awards.
It's going to be one of those. Remember when? Where were you?
And because WWE doesn't do a lot of unsanctioned or anything goes, barn burner, like they don't do it frequently, I would say. This one's going to feel special and this is going to feel intense. This is going to feel, I'd be shocked if it doesn't. I think these two are going to kill it in Toronto. It's going to be loud and it's going to be fun.
And you're going to give it time because you've got 4 matches of understandably. I could see if you want a few more, but at the same time, there's a few more and then there's a lot more. The other side does a lot more.
Yeah. And I do think, like, if you think of like a main card UFC, 5-6 match fights,
they
don't go like it's again. You want to give time. You want to give.
You hope that you get a knockout.
Yeah. Like, do you feel like would the trade-off be? What if I told you out there we'd have 7 matches, but 2 of them would be less than 5 minutes, and the other one would be a so-so match?
Twitter would be up in arms,
right? So, like, what's the trade-off? Would you rather have the 4 matches with a whole lot of breathing room, or do you want to add in a couple matches that don't really equate? Oh, Cody Miz.
Well, after Miz was just hyping up Mello, so that might be an actual tag team going forward. Is Miz and Mello?
Yes,
but why is the Miz trying to act like it could have been Papa Cody? So Miz is trying to pitch Cody on just do it, just embrace it. He's what's his name? The fucking bald guy in the Matrix. That's like, I know this steak isn't a steak. No,
no, the other guy. Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but yeah,
you know who I'm talking about. If you're alive past the
same guy from the future.
Yeah, before the year 2000. But this is the Miz out here of, I know the system. I live in the system. Embrace that shit.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. We can have a time machine arena conversation. Wait, what?
Huh?
Why was
one of the vitamins?
Yeah, I think artist missed something. J-Boy, what's up?
Yeah, one in the space-time continuum is I've got Braun Strowman coming out right now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Back into commercial, folks. Braun Strowman, Carmelo coming up next. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? How do you feel about it?
Well, how do you feel as this theoretically could be going into the main event, but instead we're going into another hour of Friday Night Smackdown?
Right? We still have a 6-woman tag coming up.
Yes. I feel the 3 hours of SmackDown has started to become an issue.
I think at times it's been a bit of a concern. I've seen other people talk about it. I don't feel that way tonight. I've really enjoyed tonight's one, so I'm not feeling like, oh my God, it's too long. Like, I'm kind of amped and in the middle of it.
That's really great, but how many not before a PLE SmackDowns have we been here? And it's become like, oh, holy shit, they have an extra hour.
For me, it's been about 50-50. I mean, it's not really the best of averages for them. And again, it's something that they got to work on. I don't know what it is. It does feel long a lot of the Fridays. Like I said, I mean, tonight I don't really feel as stretched out as I have been in other nights. Pause. But
No.
yeah, man, I think I don't know. I've always said 2 hours is much better.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's why even Raw is really starting to work. It's still at least at most really 2.5, 225, which is not terrible at all.
Right.
Artist saying, wasn't Sammy talking to a taped Owens? No, he was talking to a taped Owens on his shirt, but not a taped Owens in the promo.
Owens was at the Rogers Center. They are at the Scotiabank Arena tonight. So technically, yes, it was probably pre-taped artists, but yeah, no, they were in different places.
They are arguing across the street at each other.
Pretty much.
Right. I want Braun to win. Something tells me Mello. I figured Braun, Vengeance, Jacob.
Yeah. Jacob, well, but Jacob just qualified. So yeah, I agree with you. Jacob has to move on here. Carmelo can't beat Braun again. It's too soon. It's already happened.
But does Carmelo need to eat another loss again? Is that too soon?
No, because it's Braun, right? Like everyone expects him to lose to Braun, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think he'll be okay with that. But I don't want to see like Carmelo roll Braun up for the second time.
Yeah, but I also need Carmelo to be a little bit more into something. Like we had Carmelo versus Andrade. That was fantastic matches, and then we just kind of walked away from it.
Yeah, to an extent. I think that again, I think Carmelo's kind of similar to an Escobar right now, like lower middle card, just a lot of moving parts. Whose spot does he take right now? Or where do
Escobar?
you what?
He is above Escobar. I will put that.
Oh, I don't think they're that far off. I think they're neck and neck. I mean, and Escobar's actually had more runway, more reps on the main roster, but I think right now where they're at in their career, they're kind of at the same level.
Fair enough, but yeah. Carmelo's, I guess, brought to you by Twisted Tea.
Apparently.
Which tastes like a fucking copper penny. Hashtag not sponsored, and probably will never be sponsored, but yeah.
Right. Braun for the win.
It tastes like if you drop pennies into an Arnold Palmer. But yeah, Braun for the win. Oh, we got that one. Al Snow in June. It goes back to 2 hours. Thank God. Hopefully.
That's the report. Yeah, for sure. So
June or July. Yeah.
That would be lovely overall. Let's be realistic.
It's 2 hours works way better as a weekly television show across any platform, any company. 3 to 4 hours works best as a pay-per-view.
Yep.
It's a format. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket math.
As Carmelo gets run over by the Strowman Express. Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, I think 3 hours is long for anything, especially in 2025, the way the world is nowadays. It's just, it's a long movie. It's Titanic. It's like, holy shit, this is still going. Solo!
Why no disqualification? And why Solo out here with a chair? Oh, because
he's distracted.
Why? I mean, I get because Solo or Braun and Jacob had the issue, but now Braun's just destroying Tama and Jacob or Solo.
Roan. Tama got absolutely chucked.
Carmelo's trying to do the Eddie Guerrero.
Okay,
holy shit, it worked. It worked.
I'm not mad. I ain't mad.
You literally didn't want this outcome at all, but that worked.
That's the one way I didn't consider doing it.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Right? All right. Okay.
That
Tama.
do you get the goat Tongaloa
into the post? Braun Strowman not happy, folks.
You would have thought though, like if big ass powerbomb, you thought that if like Solo and them would have gotten involved in the other matches, either do it in all. Why not do it at LA Knight? Like why here versus anywhere else?
I don't know. I mean, we go back to Bianca and Naomi with Bailey.
Anyone else going to point out they're wearing the NWO colors? You know, 2 feet, my guy. Work away, hey.
Artist, you're crazy, bro. The bitch, he just got thrown around. He's the low guy on the totem pole. He didn't get beat up by fucking one of the low guys. He got beat up by Braun Strowman and had a hand in him losing a match. Come on, don't be silly.
I really have big in my name and would get thrown around by a guy like Braun Strowman. So you can have that.
As here comes Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, we're getting a sixth woman, which, by the way, I think Bailey went to the Maxwell Jacob Freeman School of Spray Tan.
Right.
Because she got shot with this Homer Simpson spray tan gun.
Right. Fucking chat. I hate the chat some days. Like, right? Shit. Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Roxy coming out to the ring. Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxy is Raquel's, big dog and Roxanne out here.
She's the Diesel, bro.
Yeah, but the Diesel's on ice, my guy. The Diesel's got 95 thrown into it instead of Diesel.
Right. Team Liv.
Team heel, team babyface.
Team heel, team babyface.
As I'm in commercial break, and I think KJ is taking a commercial break here.
I will be in a second, sir.
Just Joe and with Tama getting thrown by Braun, he's been around the desk and yeah.
Right. Fake ad break. Yeah, I got the 3-minute countdown till return, folks. But we got more coming your way. We're about to get into the last hour of SmackDown. Be a friend, tell a friend. If you had not hit like, share, or subscribe yet, please do so. As right now, we are sitting just shy of 250 likes on the stream tonight, and we're hovering around triple digits. So, like we always say, be a friend, tell a friend, and let's kick off this weekend huge.
Absolutely. Huge. Big things popping, little things stopping up to something. Season never sleeps. What? As KJ is taking a pause for the cause, so I guess up to something is going on the season. But Al Snow was saying, I love Bailey, don't tell my wife. Due respect, I mean, just keep it above the waist, my guy. But the prodigy has arrived. It's Liv in the Terminator. Yeah, no, Raquel is not the Terminator. Yeah, no. Fake ad break. How do you have a fake ad break? I mean, Christ, we're sponsored by ourselves, and we still even have a real ad break. Heather saying bye to everyone. Good night, Heather, I guess. The artist in Cat Williams' voice. This is not how we do it, Strowman. I am a boy, Strowman. I am a boy, Braun. Yes, no, absolutely. Cat Williams, future foreseeing man, but that's still always why we, always like to break out, why is it sparkling? Why is it sparkling? Everything. But I am in commercial break, so make sure you click everything, as we are still on the road to 7K, to 8K, to 9K, to 10K. All of that will reach 10K. Me and KJ have decided we'll each get, tattoos of the channel's logo and everything. And then still, it keeps going beyonds and beyonds. But yes, Absolutely. Spread the good gospel of wrestling out there. You're doing a disservice to your friends. You're being a bad friend if you're not telling them about the best channel out there doing it. The often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do. And yeah, I'm long-winded. And Jay with the cane man. Jay boy, if you only had any idea of even me and KJ have talked about pre and post show. Oh, Jade shows up, and that's gotta be Jade. That's gotta be Jade. And she does the cane rip the door off the handles. I could see it being a thing. Are you Giancana? Giancana? Or remember, you're my number one customer. 2-hour SmackDown is perfect. Profits ruin SmackDown. Oh, Adam. I don't know if it's exactly profits. It could be to switch to the network. As yeah, we're getting an announcement with TKO of doing a whole weekend in Kansas City of PBR, the UFC, and that's not Pabst Blue Ribbon, that's professional bull riding, and the UFC and Monday Night Raw, all for pretty much a whole weekend or 3 days out there in Kansas City. But I do think it was part of the TV deals. It was part of everything that was the time at then and everything. But I'm hoping that once they move it back towards the 2 hours, it really, finds its stride that it had. It's not a tumor. I'm the Pabst Blue Ribbon drink champion. Fair enough. Well, I'm trying to get rid of hiccups, apparently. But Naomi coming out right. Yeah. So we're getting Bailey, Naomi, and Bianca coming out right now as I still have the goddamn hiccups. Who is your father and what the God damn it. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Up 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're just gonna make me start quoting Kindergarten Cop, which was my introduction to Arnold movies, by the way. Granted, Predator is my favorite Arnold movie. Predator, Jingle All the Way, Terminator. Top 3 Arnold movies. Gotta go with. I can quote the whole goddamn movie. I love Predator. Jingle All the Way, same way. Who your father? Who is your daddy? Everybody's scared. Hiccups out of the neck. I'll start raw. Oh, UFTV. Yes, no. They seem to have gone away because I started talking about Arnold. But yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah, I don't even know where I started with that, but I've got right now Bianca, Bailey, and Naomi in the ring. So we're getting a 6-woman tag match right now. We've got Team Babyface versus Team Heel. Let me know who you taking. And I guess on a side note, let me know who your favorite Arnold movie is. Yes, it's in KJ. I even see you can Predator, Commando, True Lies. Oh, True Lies is underrated. Commando, actually, I haven't really watched a ton of. Naomi and Liv starting this off right now. Drop kick in the corner from Naomi onto Liv. Was it? Yeah, Conan was actually probably one of the first ones of see enemies driven before you hear the lamentations of your women, all of that. But still, Predator and the Terminator are kind of foundational pieces. Last Action Heroes, one of those two when it comes to Arnold. Yeah, just I'm more Arnold than Hulk Hogan. I'll put it that way. I don't know. Great job, cameraman, says AR1. I don't know what we're saluting the cameraman for, but you do you. Team Bailey for the win. Jay gonna pull an HBK and come to the floor. I mean, could also be like a Kane. Oh, I think Kane's done that as well as Bailey with a baseball slidey tope cone Bailey. And again, she hit it on Liv and now she hits it on Roxanne. So Bailey, the legal woman. and now hits the dive on Raquel. Everybody eating a dive. Conan dang forgot Terminator and a WWE Hall of Famer. Is he actually a WWE Hall of Famer? Is I'm in commercial? I don't know if he's a WWE Hall of Famer. I'm trying to think of what his connection to WWE would be outside of just I don't know. Well, I mean, Triple H basically did his fucking entrance at, was it 31? Yeah, it was 31 when it was Triple H versus Sting, and he had all the fucking T1000s and all of that. But yeah, y'all need to be members and everything like that. If you want to listen to, us go on the diatribes about, Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting career and everything. And I said Schwarzenegger. I will enunciate it again. I said Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, I actually, as much as he's a muscle-bound guy and just kind of plays the specific role, he managed to fit it. Hall of Fame 2015. Fair enough. Holy shit. I did not know. Yes, WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, well, I'm so glad I could be here. Yeah, I'm going to take this award. Yeah. True Lies. Twins is another one. And, well, I think I had to reference it with anyone just trying to say I was pregnant or whatever. Junior. Yeah, Twins is a super underrated one. Him and Danny. I think that really introduced a lot of people outside of Taxi Cab to fucking Danny DeVito. Celebrity Wing, the Governor. Yeah, he portrayed a wrestler. When did he do that? Commando, Conan. Yeah, so Batman and Robin. Oh, with Mr. Freeze. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The same thing. Ice Age. We've just turned into the Arnold, the Arnold Power Hour as we're in commercial break. But yeah, I love Danny. Oh, Danny on Always Sunny is best Danny. Absolutely. But yeah, the Expendables, to me, it's always Predator. I can quote that movie to the fucking gills of Dylan, you son of a bitch. Do it. Come on. What are you waiting for? Just watch Total. That's another one. That's the thing, is this guy has a plethora. Every time you forget, like, you think of, all right, well, that's all the top tier movies that Arnold's done. You forget, you pull out something like Total Recall, and it's like, God damn, he was in that too. T2. T2 was really good. Like, I will admit, T2 was really good. The rest of the Terminator series just really kind of fell the fuck off, though. That's the thing. You had T and you had T2. I sound like I'm on a fucking bodybuilding regiment, T and T2. But yeah. I believe I'm close to coming back from commercial break, so we might have to shut the Arnold discussion down for now. And that's, again, this is why you need to become a member, because then when we do the next members only stream, we can have a whole Arnold hour. We can have, tribute to the Governor. But yeah, as I'm back in action as Raquel with kind of a fall away slam on the Bailey right now. John C. Wrestling for Life. Oh, yes. How did we forget about Twins? Another one of my faves. Kindergarten Cop is absolutely. It's not a tumor. Boys have a, girls have, yeah. Hop 2, 3, 4. Oh, Jingle All the Way is how I know Santa's reindeer. I know the reindeer because I have to say Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donna, Blitzen in Arnold's voice. But yeah, absolutely. Daddy Daycare. Absolutely. Man's got hits upon hits upon hits. He's the Austrian Beatles. Terminator 2 was the greatest of all time, still great to this day, and could be real-time future. What are you, Sarah Connor? You John Connor? Skynet? Yeah. Again, my guilty pleasure, my favorite sci-fi franchise, my favorite Arnold movie will always be Predator. The Terminators are right there. Jingle All the Way is absolutely right all the way there. Same thing with Kindergarten Cop. Yeah. Conan the Destroyer. Conan the Barbarian. Speaking of barbarians invading the stream.
I'll take it.
You're knocking down my, Canadian wall.
Right. Conan the Destroyer was terrible. Terrible.
What? Oh, was that actually a fucking sequel? Did they actually do a sequel?
I think they did.
Well, because I know Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Destroyer, I'm not too familiar with.
Right. Eraser. I didn't love Eraser. True Lies is it has to be my favorite. True Lies is so good.
Take off your clothes.
Slowly. I still do that. I'll throw that out there. It's like, shut up.
That's the thing. It's just so awkward as shit.
Take it off slowly.
Yeah, slowly. Like everyone else sounds like this giant Austrian motherfucker.
Right. I hate to break up the Arnold chat, but
No,
Raquel
go for it.
in here. Hangs her up. Roxy with Liv and Raquel has been fun to watch, actually.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, trust me. Break up the Arnold chat. The Arnold took over.
Commando. Commando's underrated. And it's a young Alyssa Milano. Shout out.
Oh.
5-star match. Freeze well, Batman.
I do have a soft spot for Arnold playing Mr. Freeze. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The same thing killed everything. The Ice Age. It's time to freeze.
Oh, dude. As 2-2-2.
See, I like that cat, but I still hate Wendy Choo Choo Choo.
Naomi kind of coming through. Oh, Raquel blocks it.
Oh, I thought she was about to hit a Styles Clash. Did you see everyone out there? Oh, Ospreay hit a Styles Clash, so that means AJ Styles is coming to AEW.
Ospreay's hit several, and it's been an homage to
years.
He talked about it. Oh, Pop Rock slides through. Belly to no.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a robe. Whoa.
Pop Rocks, no way, no way.
1, 2, 3.
Roxy gets the pin.
You know who's not winning and who's going to have a feud going into WrestleMania? The 2 women involved in the finish of this match.
I even think it might be a stand and deliver match.
I'll be fine with that because I said this earlier. If everything I thought, at least that was going to be at stand and deliver, is happening at Roadblock.
Right.
When they get clubs going up on a Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail.
Let's go.
Now I'm waiting for a glitch. I'm waiting for something. Lights out. We got plenty of time. Actually, we got plenty of time.
We got 45 minutes.
Yeah, fuck. I'm like, we're gonna run off.
Alexa Bliss.
Lights out.
Darkness
and Saxton.
We clearly saw the Wyatt 6 in that glitch. So,
yeah. When the Sax man's interviewing, you know it's gonna suck.
Standing in front of a Toronto Raptors logo. I love it. The Queen, Charlotte Flair. Suburban Commando. Yes.
Shout here looking like she's about to be in a Macklemore video.
I'm surprised. Nobody said no hold barred.
Well, he wasn't in that.
Oh, no. I was thinking Hulk Hogan because, I'm dumb.
Arnold, no Hogan.
That would have been better. It would have been better.
Yeah, somehow the not Austrian was the guy that was questionable with his views on race. Not the Austrian.
No barcode. Yep, just completely cramped. Alexa pops up, surprises everybody, takes out Roxanne Perez. Charlotte Flair basically putting everybody on notice, but we know what she's up to.
I dig it, though. Tonight, we're getting this tonight. We're getting the finals tonight.
Oh, shit.
That's why you didn't have Braun win, because Braun can't do 2 matches.
Yeah.
I can do 1, not 2.
Holy. So the action doesn't stop, folks. So a triple threat match tonight. Again, if we've overlooked that, that's our bad. But yeah, we're getting the triple threat for the number one contendership tonight.
Right? Hands out there, Alexa.
Absolutely. I mean, again, Alexa is my pick, man. I kind of want her to kind of get back in that fold. The only hesitation, and we talked about it last night, is this whole situation with the Wyatt Six. Will she have a moment where she might win or she gets close and a Nikki pops up? Do they prevent her from getting in? Do they? I don't know. I mean, it's a big caveat. If you're,
it's interesting to see. Now I just want to see if I can do this. If Alexa, play Party Up. Anyone that has an Alexa system right now is very mad at me. But MDB wife Charlotte Flair, or mob wife Charlotte Flair. She's Carmella instead of Charlotte now.
Right.
Which have we heard the tell-all from Carmella?
I haven't. If anyone else out there has, but I haven't even seen it in clickbait yet. So
fair enough.
Was she bluffing?
I heard it was coming. Pause, but yeah.
Watch her show up at Chamber tomorrow.
Watch me give a shit. Like, honestly. I like Carmella, but I mean, she's not one of those.
She's not pivotal.
That if she's not there, oh my God, the women's division is failing.
Right. Well, like, is anyone out there really missing her? Is the question, Nick? Like, have you been like, man, if only
she wants to be a mom, cool. Like, honestly, if Becky wants to stay and just be a mom, cool. I'm not knocking it, but it's one of those of like to sit there and act all sort of sideways about it. It's just weird.
Well, but I'm kind of in the mindset now based on what, her coming out and saying. I kind of have that vibe that maybe it's not a case of, she just wanted to stay home. She made it sound like there's a bigger story here.
And it involves her husband, Corey Graves, getting put on NXT.
Right. That was the catalyst for all of this.
Yeah.
Carmella is way better than Charlotte Flair. Wrong answer.
Survey says if
only
came back, the division would be rocking. Said no one ever.
Right, like
we were Corey Graves one time in a production meeting.
Right, like I mean, again, Alexa Bliss came back, we popped. We've seen other people return, we'll pop. The Asuka coming back, we'll get a good reaction. But ultimately, I think that Carmella's just, okay, cool, she's here. I don't dislike her, but
you were a nice piece. You were not the star player,
and
you were not the foundation on anything.
Right, absolutely. But Carmella is doing an interview real soon. Apparently, this may be the worst comment that's ever been made on this channel.
Hey, well, no, he's been trying to come back. He even said it might take a Dwayne getting involved to get me back.
He's not coming back, folks. He's full of shit.
I hope so. I don't want him back.
Nobody does. He's terrible. I hated him when he was getting his actual run.
Triple H. Yeah, which, by the way, Travis Scott will be in Toronto as well.
Yes, randomly.
He's the one that's going to sell his soul to Dwayne. I'm going to be the hardcore champion forever.
I'll see you there, Travis Scott. So, yeah, Chamber's set to cook. And you can't go out there and make these big claims. Dwayne tweets out, soul, final boss.
They're selling merch of, I want to sell you, I want to buy your soul.
Everything is that everything ties back to the merch, to moving money, to have multiple income streams. Will Cody accept the offer? When are we getting this Cody interview?
I don't know. I'm thinking about a boss, but I don't know where we're gonna have it because right now he's seeming very much like Keanu Reeves to Dwayne's Al Pacino. If anyone remembers the movie Devil's Advocate,
right? I love that movie.
Well, and the man's wearing an oversized suit. Normally, Cody's fitted to the nines and everything.
Right.
And now he's out here wearing like he's going to court. He's got his I'm going to court clothes on.
Right. Ryback equals Skip Sheffield.
Ryback equals Skip to the next comment.
Yeah, no shit.
All due respect, yeah, but no, Skip Sheffield means skip the fuck on, skip to my loo.
As they're giving us a rundown of the Elimination Chamber card, the graphic for KO and Sammy is up. KJ Big Nick, it seems like they're doing a story of Alexa missing out on these segments she's supposed to be on, and the Wyatt Six will say she's being forgotten, causing her to join them. Maybe, but do keep in mind, like, there is a built-in history and story here, and the Wyatt Six could actually blame Alexa for for what happened to the Fiend, what happened to Bray Wyatt.
I think that's going to be the biggest part of it, as I'm getting a Nakamura video package. As I just want all of these fucking images as like posters and shit. But no, I think that goes to with Alexa cutting a whole promo of, I'm in charge, that cuts to in the background of like, do you feel in charge of type of thing of it's to me antagonistic between Alexa and the Wyatt Six versus cohesiveness.
Yeah, 100%. Because again, I mean, I know Shinsuke couldn't be here tonight and things got changed up, but I mean, again, you find a way to get a new outcome, but you give us a nice package of Shinsuke to keep everyone to keep him on top of the mind. So well done here.
Well, and I dislike everyone that's like, oh, we'll just then take the fucking title belt off of him. Like, how do you feel about his title run as it has been so far? It's been a little on the back burner, I will admit, but I don't think it's anything that's like ruins the title, ruins anything here.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Solo rallying the troops. Okay.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Still tons of time left on this clock. Jacob is like a Swiss Army knife when it comes to this wrestling. Like, he's got it all dialed in.
He again, it is. You can go from High Chief Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Roman Reigns. I think the next in line is Jacob Fatu. It is star passing the star on to somebody else.
Right. Solo saying, I took care of Braun Strowman, so now this is up to you. So here comes Jacob doing the walkout. And again, the man doing a battle rap.
It's still to me the biggest breakout with Jacob, if it wasn't, the first time when Solo was out and everything, but it was out there of, I'm off the scale with it. That raw uncut, all gas, no brakes with it. Yada yada. I mean, like, that was allow me to announce Jacob Fatu to everyone that didn't know who Jacob Fatu really was beforehand.
Mm-hmm. And this is what we've talked about with other companies, dude, is if you're going to bring in people, like a Jacob, like a Penta, if you're going to take the time to sign these athletes, and especially the ones that are already established and people are anticipating what they're going to do, you make them feel important. And Jacob has felt like an absolute stud since he got here. He hasn't been on the back burner in the least. And every time we see him, I mean, they give him promo time. They're giving him match time.
Well, and you can see right now Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns down the pike. You can see that coming. Of this guy is that level of a star. The guy looks like he's, mid-30s and all the thing, but he's still 32, and has that Bam Bam Bigelow big guy. Can hit a Samoan drop and then hit a moonsault like no other, can talk on the mic, and just has that authenticity that has been very much missed and is rare to find in wrestling. Like, we literally, in the other company, we have two top guys arguing over who's real, Anyone question if Jacob Fatu's real?
Nobody asking that
Sure
question.
the shit ain't.
No, nobody asking that question at all to Jacob. I mean, at the end of the day, Jacob's been absolutely a beast. And I mean, he might get pushed faster than we think because he has done so well with all of this. So again, tonight is very interesting because, I mean, could Jacob Fatu get in there and take on Shinsuke? Not likely. But how do they get him out of the way?
You wins it. I'm sorry, Shinsuke. You can sit all your way through it. You can, force push all of this. I think if you force choke Jacob, he might like it. Pause. Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, ultimately, again, the Bloodline story continues in its own way. And again, we still have to find out. We haven't seen a whole lot of Roman in this time period. So where does Roman stand? Is Roman doing something at Mania? What is up?
Well, we know he'll show up in my Europe has a first name. It's
Right.
B.O.
Yeah, he's going to Bologna.
He's going on to the Bolognas, to the Oscar Myers, everything.
Right.
We know Roman will show up in Europe. We don't know if he'll show up anywhere else before that.
Absolutely. But right now, we are a minute away from the end of the commercial break. I think Mr. Nick is going to
say. Speaking of showed up elsewhere, I'll be back here in a minute. Here, I'll show up after I have my Bologna.
Right, but Nick taking a pause for the cause. The show rolls on, folks. We have a triple threat for the number one contender spot for the U.S. title. LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Jacob Fatu. Who you taking? Who you taking? Beyond that, I guess the main event spot tonight is going to Cody Rhodes. Or am I missing anything? Let me know in that chat right now, folks. Is there something I'm not aware of or something I've overlooked for the final little bit of this show? I think this triple threat's going to get a good amount of time to cook. Maybe I could see Solo and Tama being a factor and might hurt Jacob more than help Jacob. But then we go to Cody. I don't think there's anything else slated for this one tonight. Jacob fought two bolognese. There you go, big dog. I'm going to make me hungry. Jacob got some of his MLW gut back. Jacob looked good, though. Jacob looked good. I mean, I think the Samoans just have slow metabolisms. Right? It's an unfortunate side effect. But got the werewolf for the win. Again, it's a tough one. If Jacob doesn't win, how do you get him out of the way? Is it tied to Solo? We saw him kick Solo to Solo, accidentally return the favor tonight. LA 33, Jacob 67, Mello 0. 0 for Mello. Imagine down the line we get Braun Breaker versus Zilla Fatu. It would cook. I mean, again, a lot of hype around Zilla for obvious reasons. We will see. He seems to be developing well. I know there was talks about him having some attitude issues, not showing up to a couple shows. But, I mean, he's under the tutelage of Booker T, I do believe, right now for the most part. And I think he understands where he can go with this. As I got Carmelo coming out to the ring. Mellow Yellow 0. Yeah, Mellow 0. Yeah, they call him Mellow Yellow. I still can't believe Jacob started Contra Unit, right? It's crazy. Listen, I'm more shocked that I'm still watching Jacob Fatu on SmackDown. That's still a bit of a revelation to me. Could Roman show up tomorrow night? Absolutely. Could he show up during the Elimination Chamber because he's got issues with Seth? He's got beef with CM Punk. Could that happen? But could he also show up during the Cody Rock situation? Does he play a role? Is he a factor in what happens with Cody and The Rock? Fatu is really growing on me, man. The way he's being portrayed kind of reminds me of Batista or Goldberg when he first started. I would say yes. The one X factor I think Jacob Fatu has beyond the two names that you mentioned, AB, is the fact that you give him a mic and he's got all the charisma you need. Like, he's got that little bit of extra. Batista was a quiet guy, really worked well with having like Flair by his side. Goldberg didn't say much, man, a few words. So I think ultimately that's the one thing that separates the same vibe, the same feel, but Jacob kind of comes in as that whole package. Zilla needs to get some act right in the system for real. Love his work, but unprofessional will not fly. Yeah, again, I think growing pains. I'm hoping, or I don't even know if hope's the right word, but yeah, I mean, again, it's he's a young man. He's gonna make some missteps. So we'll see. I hope he's balanced out. Jacob would kill Batista and Goldberg. Yeah. And again, I mean, the other side of it is Goldberg can Jacob can really fly, right? Like Nick said earlier, Bam Bam Bigelow's a great call. But Jacob's got LA in the corner. What did the chat say overall? 30. So Jacob 67% here tonight. LA 30, Mellow 4. I mean, it's really weird to have a one-night tournament if LA just wins. It's kind of a weird way to go about it. So then he would just, it's their way of solidifying, like, yeah, a lot of people are questioning the number one contender. Now you can't question LA. He cemented his position. As LA Knight going up to the top. Yeah, that's a good point, MDB. Zilla is where Jacob was. Yeah, very, very, very fair comparable, Nick. That's Eric Bischoff for you. That's a good question. When is Roman going to come to work? Yeah, and I mean, again, what impact will he have? And if you're planning on having him involved in WrestleMania, then where do you fit him? Where do you slide him in? How do you turn on whatever you're about to do? Is it Roman Rock somehow? Is it Roman Cody again? But now Cody's corporate Cody and Roman's loved by the fans. Where does it go? And if it's not, that, where is it? Roman, Seth, and Punk in a co-main event kind of idea. I don't know, but we need to see him, right? I think we're all hoping to just kind of see him back in the fold. We anticipate he will be. Seth Roman blood feud, Nick thinks that's possible. Cannot rule it out. Tony Khan needs to learn how to have a one-night tournament instead of month-long stuff. Well, we'll add that to the list. Batu enjoying those meals. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently catering's yum. Did I miss something about Nakamura? Nakamura's brother passed away. So Nakamura is unavailable for tonight's show. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family and friends. But we've done a tournament instead of having the match. But Jacob, Carmelo, and LA Knight on the outside. I think we get Rock Cody face off at the end of the show. Yeah, Kenny, it definitely feels that way now. As Jacob goes for the crossbody and gets nothing but air down on his shoulder. Jeez, Mello, ouch. We've enjoyed the show so much. Piper as the Mountie was tremendous. Kenny, I'm with you, buddy. I've enjoyed SmackDown tonight. It doesn't feel as stretched out as some of the other SmackDowns have. But right now, Mello in control, and Jacob has taken himself out, as I know some of you out there are in commercial break. I think Mello steals it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we get Cena Cody. I don't know. I'm still torn on the whole Cena Cody thing. I know Nick feels stronger than that, stronger about that than I do. 2 count. LA in control of Carmelo now. How do you like the idea of Al Snow going into WWE Hall of Fame? Why not? Al Snow's a great guy. And I mean, his contribution to wrestling beyond what he did in WWE. Yeah, a great career, long career, still doing it in a lot of ways. So yeah, shout out to Al Snow. Especially I gotta say nice things because he's in the chat. Could MLW pull the trigger and then put the title on Dijak, the Battle Riot and Riot in a 40-man match? They could. Dijak comes with a name. I think they've done well. MLW has kind of been sneaky and kind of went under the radar, Damien. They've been able to snatch up some really good talent, especially name value talent. Riddle, Dijak goes over there. I mean, again, they still have some of their issues and trying to get them in better places. I see him trying to bounce in because I said something. Watch. Oh, no, that's not it.
No, there we go. No. Yeah, there we go. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at this. This is why he does the production. I do just the funny voices. But yeah, Dijak, yeah, we need the Dijakinator. Yeah, we need to do it. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, Dijak could do it. You mean Cryjack?
Shut the fuck up. No, there's only Cryback. And by the way, I did hear you say about with the Cena Cody thing, and obviously I feel strongly about it and everything. To me, it works. I know you're very much anti, Cody goes heel now and everything. But if we're gonna get Cena Cody, that's the only way it works. Somebody's got to be a heel, and it makes sense for Cody.
And to be clear, I'm not really anti the situation. I don't believe it. It's more of.
So then, what do you do?
I'm not against it. I just don't see them turning.
So you do Cody Punk, Dwayne, I guess, still off in the abyss.
No,
waiting to miss. And then you do Cena Logan Paul.
I think they were doing Cena Logan Paul. It feels like they're doing Cena Logan Paul. Logan Paul came out to Cena's music tonight. He's clearly jabbing at Cena.
SummerSlam. Give me that SummerSlam. I'll take it at SummerSlam.
Then they wouldn't be setting out now, though. That's the thing.
I don't want it.
I think that's what you're getting, though. But I could be wrong. I have no idea.
Like the spoiled child. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Oh, big back body drop. The crowd chanting Fatu again, by the way. So, I mean, Toronto.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Jacob doesn't win this, honestly.
Right? Cena Goldberg. Not likely.
Yeah. Oh. But again, you said, if LA Knight wins this, so then you just took a roundabout way to get to where you were.
Well, what it is,
we took the scenic route.
Yeah, and again, we took one match and made it 4. So, 4. So
yeah, because you have not done those matches and not had them be qualifiers in a tournament and everything, and just had LA Knight cut a promo.
Sorry, Jacob just threw.
Yeah, well, the man's light, the man's small. So,
oh my god. No, I think ultimately, I mean, it's like Nick Aldis said, there was some doubt about the number 1 contender. So if LA Knight wins this, he validates himself.
Who had doubt? Who had doubt?
Apparently, everybody else.
Raise your hand in the chat if you had doubt.
Right? Apparently, I'm just telling you what Nick said.
Well, I'm Nick, so how are you going to tell me what I said?
Well, what would you say?
I said, who had doubt?
Right? But
if we're gonna get Jacob Fatu versus Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm not going to be mad at it at all.
No, not at all. Wow, Jacob,
I know. Screw you, MDB.
Oh my god!
Never super kick a Samoan.
I doubt. That's my guy. Let's go. He lost.
Never attack a Samoan's head.
Right. Still think we get Cena Orton one last time somehow. I mean, again, we got, months to go in this year, right? Like that could be Survivor Series.
No sells to nothing but net. Just get up and last. Again, you never go out of Samoan's head. That's their strong point instead of their weak point.
Right? He's like, I get hit.
Samoan drop.
I get hit harder than that by my kids. What do you mean, bro?
Right?
Get out of here. Oh, neckbreaker. Nice one, too.
CTE, the only acronym I know is OTC.
Right. OTC. Or WFU.
Well, did you see he's allegedly going to be the final tribal chief?
Interesting.
Stupid.
Right. But LA swinging. Jacob back to his feet. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. WFU all day long.
Yeah, we got a MLW guy taking on an NWA guy versus an NXT guy.
Right.
Cole Breaker into a BFT as Carmelo with a 1-2-2-2 count on LA.
Wow.
Yeah, should we make that now the WFU prediction championship?
Right.
We have separate belts, the FTW championship.
The mid-card title. The mid-card title.
Right, we're introducing the mid-card.
Jacob wins and Solo demands to take his spot. Solo versus Jacob at Mania. Jacob, huge face turn. Jacob's already turning face by accident. Then I mean, that'd be interesting. If Solo says, well, now that you're number one contender, thank you, but I will be fighting Shinsuke.
I don't know exactly how we get there, but I do think we're getting Jacob versus Solo at Mania.
Yep. Part of me thought Solo's just probably going to come out tonight and accidentally, quote unquote, kick Jacob.
No.
Holy shit.
That table will not break, by the way. Like, that is the most reinforced table in wrestling history.
Yeah, the new tables we just land on.
They're crash pads, but they're not even soft. Like, they're hard as shit. That's just a glass countertop.
Right.
It's like taking a bump on my desk right now.
As Carmelo rolls LA back in the ring, hangs him up on the top.
Right.
And again, a good night for Melo. Win or lose, Melo was featured tonight. Big. Nothing but that.
1, 2. Jacob with a swanton Samoan bomb.
As that ref had to make a hard wave.
No.
The new announced
table. Hip attack. He hit a swanton bomb.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Here comes the assault.
This man's out here hitting moves like I did when I was on a fucking trampoline.
Jacob
LA Knight dragging out Solo. Oh, he's gonna slide in 1, 2, 3. Oh, so we just got where we got. But I do like that at least we're tying in Jacob now. He had it dead to rights.
Yo, that's a little heelish from our buddy.
Like, I'm cementing my spot.
No, but I mean, it's kind of funny because even the crowds kind of went like they didn't want to see Jacob get screwed.
Well, that's the thing is they wanted Jacob. That's surprisingly they wanted Jacob over LA.
So we got a little bit of a heel reaction because the fans were like, "Oh no, they wanted Jacob."
Jacob is destined for bigger and better things.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I could see WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans. You know, the dirty. We get, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns.
Oh, possibly. Oh, Jacob going to hang out with the green shirt guy.
I just want to know what he does for a living. Like, how do you have this money, sir? And why can't I have at least a little bit? I'm not asking for a lot, but at least a little bit.
Oh, see, they keep teasing this, Nick, and this is what I think we're getting. Your soul? Punk.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is it teasing that Punk's,
sympathetic?
There with the fucking tell me more fucking haircut. Is he a greaser or is he an outsider?
That's fucking that's Dallas, buddy.
Yeah, well, I want to know if he's playing if he's trying to say stay golden, pony boy. If he's trying to, play angel on the shoulder. I mean, it's interesting. The Second City Saint might sell his soul. And I still like he stole my fucking line of do I have a soul to sell?
Yeah.
Sign that.
This is funny shit. Shove it up his part-time Hollywood candy ass.
I'm telling you, he's playing the angel on the shoulder.
I don't know, man. I mean,
we'll see.
Maybe the favor from Paul is the favor from Paul. Hook me up with The Rock.
But again, if that's what happens, I'm still gonna love it. I'm not sold on what I pitch, because even if what I pitch doesn't work and somebody else has a cooler idea, I'm game for it.
Right. I mean, again, I think this Punk stuff is cryptic. And
it's the closest you get to the angle that everyone thinks that they're trying to do of the Austin McMahon thing. The closest you get to it is if Punk does it because he's the one that no one expects. That is, he is literally Second City Saint sells his soul. There's a fucking headline right there.
Yeah, it could work. Ugh. I don't know. It's just real funny how Punk's behaving, and Punk being the guy. Like, yeah, you should tell The Rock to shove it up his ass, because if you say no, then I can say yes.
Yeah, but I like that there's the weapons of mass distraction. There's enough that you can go down any sort of avenue. It's a choose your own adventure book. Right. Now, when it comes to booking in WWE, and I just hope that everyone doesn't get mad that they went down the wrong chapter.
Right. And again, I mean, what can you really do if that's the case? But I mean, at the end of it all,
you just keep your thumb in the middle of that book of no, you get at the point and just no, I go back to there and start over.
Right. I'm doing this again.
And that's the shit. Everyone's done that before. You go choose your own adventure. You keep it where the big choice is. And then when you get to the shit ending or whatever, no, I didn't pick that. I go back and I try it again.
Right. No, for sure. Predictions for tomorrow. I don't know if you're asking for my predictions. We do have a prediction video up, Tom, but do keep in mind the prediction title will be on the line tomorrow night, folks, live.
Absolutely. And Christ, but depending on this whole last segment here of Friday Night Smackdown, odds may change. Odds may ever be in your favor, Katniss Everdeen.
My soul belongs to Jesus. Well, Jordan, good choice.
Nobody patre the Sunday.
But yeah, no, Punk popped me right away when he walks by, looks at him and chuckles and goes, "Your soul?" Like, Punk kind of speaking on behalf of the people as he does, right? Like, we're all saying the same shit. Like, his soul, man? Really? His soul.
Hey, Rocky Johnson, soul man. I need a soul. I'll bring back my daddy.
Just like my daddy, I'm the soul man.
Right. I'm a soul man.
Yeah. Your soul belongs to me, Stoner Jesus. Whoa, Jose claiming.
Whoa. Well, and the fact that they're even doing merch and everything with it, of like, all right, this is Dwayne. This isn't even The Rock. This ain't Final Boss. This is Dwayne.
Right. No, it's 100% Dwayne. It's such a different vibe. I'm so kind of torn by all of it.
Yeah. How do you think it's just you get a corporate champion? Do you go and do a whole corporation faction again?
Well, I mean, how far do you want to take it? You could almost pull it off. That
you got no soul in hell.
Yeah, Cody's. I can't. Like I said, I could be completely wrong. My guess is that there's no way Cody sells.
But see, I love the fact that I could be completely right and I could be completely wrong, and both are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Rock being Chucky here, playing Hide Your Soul with Cody. Hi, I'm a good guy, doll.
Well, I saw a meme that was going around of when they were doing the Terramana shots before. Yes, the poison for Cody. Yes,
right.
The poison for Cody. The fucking Couscous. Yes, the poison for Couscous. Roll lemon rock.
Well, here comes Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, so I didn't think we were gonna doing the interview live.
No, I had no idea that this was going to be the main event tonight, like the main event window. And I had no idea I thought it was a pre-tape thing, like where they sit down in some hotel lobby.
There's some dark room and everything.
Right.
And am I the only one that thinks that like Cody normally is out here wearing, the fittest and tightest suits ever, and this is a little baggy.
The little baggy, you lose weight.
I don't know. I mean, if he sells his soul, where's his adrenaline gonna go? His adrenaline in my soul.
That meme popped me right away. I was like, that's ridiculous. Johnny saying
it's a question wandering minds want to know, sir.
Yeah. Johnny wants to actually feels like Cody's being too quiet. Heel turn imminent.
I mean, I might have said that. We get Homelander Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He goes, American Patriot instead of Captain America, of one of those of I'm doing this because this is what you want. I'm doing what you wanted me to do. He is going to be one of those of feels like he's justifying it in his head of I'm doing what you wanted me to do. I'm being the guy, right? Not realizing he's their guy, not their guy.
Or their guy. But Cody getting all the pyro. MDB, how much pyro does he need? Apparently a little bit more, my guy. Do we have to rewrite this? Is it like, adrenaline with my rock?
In Rock's soul?
Right.
Something. Cody's hole.
He's not.
Well, at least it's pyro. It's organized pyro instead of was after Kenny tour was just like bah, bah, bah,
bah. I really like Penta's pyro. Yeah, Penta's entrance has been outstanding. I think a lot of people like it.
Right.
Shout out to the Cody Crybabies. I mean, again, I don't think he's going anywhere near heel anytime soon.
And again, if you're right, all the more props to you. I'm fine with it. If I'm right, yeah. If I'm right, though, I want you to wear a pink bathrobe like a certain other podcast host.
Right. We can do better than a pink bathrobe.
And just lose your fucking marbles.
Right. Okay.
Smackdown has really felt like Elimination Chamber pre-show.
Yeah, as it should. And I mean, again, I think tonight has moved at a pretty good pace. I think the matches were interesting enough. I know people are probably going to have criticisms out there about like, they did this US title thing. But it worked, and it was fun. We got to see a lot of Jacob tonight. We got to see a lot of Carmelo tonight. LA, the matches were good. The triple threat was fun. The women built up the Elimination Chamber really well. Alexa showed up. We opened with Trish Stratus and Tiffany and Leaf jerseys. Yeah, man, I'm happy about a lot.
Well, beyond the Leaf jerseys, pre-Cody saying words, how are you feeling? Like, what would be your rating pre-Cody promo?
I don't do that. I don't.
Well, I mean, what else is Cody gonna say?
It could be groundbreaking. The Rock could show up and rock bottom him right now.
Yeah,
we're holding out for hope. Cody's.
Cole's actually out here. Might as well just be pitching for Dwayne.
Right. Okay.
I'm being told that there's something
here for you. What is it? What's in the box? Is it the
clown that showed up? Hey, Cody, this is your life.
Right. Something's here for you.
It's a giant ass pickup monster truck. Ford 72 500. That's all decked out in Cody Rhodes of.
Okay.
I know what you like. Okay. Americana. Adrenaline in my Ford. Something. Fuck you, Chevy.
Canyonero.
Right, we got the Canyonero.
Is this static by accident?
I don't know. I have not had static. I have Cody now going in to investigate this double wide.
Does it sound windy?
Oh, and Dwayne, we got Dwayne.
You did. Yes. Dwayne's here.
We got dueling diesels. Now, normally Dwayne's known to hate diesels, especially Vin Diesels. Getting ready to board the bird.
Airplane that's fucking up the sound.
Yeah, but this is Dwayne out there saying, Cody, I can make all your wildest dreams come true. We can be limousine riding, pig pickup driving, jet flying, wheeling dealing, son of a guns.
Yeah, it's definitely a good move. It definitely makes this more fun. You're gonna do the right thing.
And again, Cody really said nothing. Cody said, man, a few words during the whole Cole interview segment, and it basically was just like, here, Dwayne's gonna just buy you Dwayne Sugar Daddy Johnson out here.
Yeah, I mean, again, it works so well. Like, but I feel, it's funny, but we knew there was a good story, and you just don't let The Rock talk too much, which they're on the verge of. Get the fuck out of there, Rock. Get on the plane. Get on the plane.
Get on the plane. Get on the plane. Fuck you. I'll get in the plane. There seems to be less wind in here.
I've been talking to your daddy all day long. And he does. He has the weight belt.
That's the thing. That's not the People's Championship. Didn't have the white stripe. That's the belt that's got Cody's blood on it. That's the Mama Rhodes.
Yeah.
No. Boy, if it ain't fucking proof positive now, I don't know how to prove it. Dwayne loves him some Dwayne.
Right? There's a snake on the plane. I'm sick of all these motherfucking snakes on
and his name is Dwayne.
Yeah, no shit. The Rock is gonna beat his ass tomorrow. I think so. I make all your dreams come true.
50 Shades of Dwayne out here. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got a bus? Do you want a jet?
You can drive that pickup truck right into the center of my heart, Cody.
Dwayne's going to talk for another 2 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Christ. Well, he's going to talk until they're off the air.
Right. Rock is such a manipulator. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're really digging into. And, I mean, it's a nice truck. Matches his neck.
Dwayne is the definition of toxic traits. Folks, if you ever need to know.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Cody's Soul, June 11th, 2015. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right. Wow. So now you're just being a dick. Why you got to do that if this is the day your daddy died? How are you going to try and convince him on your side of I've been working out with the date your dad died on my posterior?
That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm thinking, like, it's going to sour Cody, but might not sour someone else.
Yeah, but I mean, my choice if it's not Cody, if you have to pick somebody else that's there, it's Drew. But yeah, like,
yes,
you're just teabagging this guy on national television at this point of like, you drive my pickup truck. I got a weight belt with your daddy's day that he died on it. Like, what the fuck?
Look, and the crowd's kind of bewildered. Cody's confused.
All right. Again with this bullshit of Cody out here looking like the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs just confused.
I loved it.
What is happening? I hate. That was better than last Friday. But
oh yeah, I actually thought bringing the truck out, that's more of what he should have said the first night of really went into what, remember we kept saying, for what do I get if I give you my soul? Like, I'm all like, I go from here to here. That's all you kept telling me. I'm going to level up. So tonight was good in the sense of, here, like, look at this custom truck, look at the life I live. You want to be styling and profiling like the greats kind of idea. Tonight was much better.
Fair enough. Well, MDB said he loved it. 444 saying rock with the low hanging fruit.
A little bit.
There in Philly next week, where this all began.
True.
Dear soul, brother, I'm a soul man. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So the weight belt, Cody's soul.
We're on a mission from God. Real saying terrible segment made worse by the noise. So embarrassing for you or WWE.
It's so ridiculous. Was anything really that like, because there was an airplane in the background? I pointed it out. I heard it, but again, did it ruin? No, that silliness real.
He's out there pointing out, I'm about to hop on this private jet that leaves when I say it leaves and everything. This was teabagging. This was, does your Dwayne hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Right. Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? With this, this was very much of him saying, hey, Cody, I'm going to, we've got this connection. I think the dusty skin weight belt and everything might have like really tipped your cap of where this was going. If that's like how you come back from that a little bit. Yeah. But everything else beyond that was very much of, hey, Cody, you want to be the megastar even beyond that. Now you've finished the story. You want to go beyond what Dusty dreamed of. This is how you do it.
No, absolutely. But folks, get your rating out of 10 in. SmackDown has come to an end. The go-home show for Elimination Chamber. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for Elimination Chamber. And again, based on tonight, I'm more excited for the show. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. There's still a lot of questions that got to be answered outside of Chamber when we get back to SmackDown next week. But overall, I mean, I was pretty entertained tonight. Boston coming in at 7 out of 10, not bad. The Rock finally gave my only beef, and I'm sorry to cut you off, MDB, but my only beef is that I feel like you just got to shorten the Rock up a little. Even tonight, I'm like, okay, I get you. Now move on. Get on the plane.
Yeah, well, this might even be more of a question for me versus you, but do you feel stronger one way or the other if Cody says yes or no after tonight?
I think especially because of the weight belt part, like the truck and that, I was like, okay, I see what you're doing, but I think that to me, it's still like Cody is the ultimate hero, turns it all down.
Yeah, the weight belt thing to me is what really might have nudged me the other way a little bit. Well, because would it have been better if it was still the same belt from like I had kind of thought it was from WrestleMania with the Mama Rose and it's got Cody's blood on it and everything. Like,
yeah, I thought the same thing.
More of like dig at you of like realize what you're signing up for.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that with how this plays out, I mean, now they're putting it in the people's face. Like, people see the big truck. People see the offer. Now, if he does turn it down, everyone out there goes, wow, like, I can't believe he turned all that down, right? Like, it makes it more of an epic decision. Again,
the guy that already has a bus and everything turned down the truck. The guy that comes out with the fucking big ass jacket and all the pyro turned down the weight belt.
Right. I mean, again, your bus is nice, Cody, but would you like a jet? How do you feel?
Would 7 you like a pickup truck, bro? Who's done more to sell pickup trucks in wrestling, Dwayne or the Death Riders?
Oh,
I think they're getting close now.
That's a dicey one, bro. I mean, the Rock has been doing it longer, I think. But yeah, the Death Rider
Dwayne's more Canyon Arrow. Moxley's a little bit like a rock. Oh, like a rock.
Just driving through the desert for no reason, not even going anywhere.
Right.
You're like, what is out there? 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 6.8, 7.75. Yo, call HR. My boss just said he wants my soul. I'm pretty sure that's going to be.
There has to be something against that in the handbook.
7.5, 7.5. I give it a 10. My favorite part of the show was Seth Rollins dressed like a Aladdin, Trish and Tiffany dressed like Maple Leafs jersey. Worst part of the show was Piper Niven's Mountie. That was the best part of the show. Let's get it right.
You sound like a jaded person. You getting pulled over by too many Mounties.
No, I mean, I loved it. Piper was
not
great.
You, but Christian out there saying I hated the Mountie. What did Peace of ever do to you?
Right. 7 out of 10 from Dale. 8 out of 10 from Theater. The Rock is going too far once again. Now, the other option here, Nick, is which we haven't talked about much of. Just Cody says no. The Rock whoops his ass, and somehow the Rock ends up in some situation which leads to Mania with Cody. Like the Rock is going to fight him with help.
The People's Championship and the World Championship. Dwayne versus John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, and on one hand, it's gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
But God damn it, I don't want to see it. That's the same people that booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Right.
Don't want to see that match. Where the fuck?
Right. Cody's so confused. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Lots of favorable. A lot of favorable.
What do you give it? What do you give it?
I like 7 tonight. Solid. Some flat spots for sure. Maybe a 7.5. But it was a really good show.
You gave it a 7. I'll go 7.5.
Okay. You gave it.
I got a lot of Jacob. Yeah. And for what it was, and it did have to pivot and everything, and it still was a really solid show. And again, it ended well. Just if maybe you cut to Dwayne with like 5 to 3 minutes left instead of like 7 to 10, might have been a little bit better. But yeah.
Well, because we're noticing the Rock doing this repetition thing. It's like he's.
I know I'm repetitive at times, but fucking Christ, not that bad.
But like Dwayne, literally, like it's like you have 6 minutes and he gets to 4.5 and just like kicks back into repeat like a bot.
You got 6 minutes. Cool. I got a solid 1.5.
I'm just gonna say these 3 things over and over.
Well, and that's why, like, he just randomly will go at people in the fucking crowd that didn't say anything. Now you shut your fucking whore mouth here. I wasn't talking, Dwayne.
Why? 8 out of 10. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, again, I thought it was a solid show. Did it blow my socks off? No. I think one of the best parts of the show was Logan Paul trolling everybody. That segment was really good for me. I understand why people are 8. I'm just a little more fickle. But overall 7. And I do.
Did it make you more excited for Elimination Chamber, less excited, or stayed the course? Was it indifferent?
I would say I'm more excited. Like, I mean, I'm not
just because we're a day closer. You're more excited.
A day closer, but I like the vibe. I like the Toronto crowd. We got a sense that they're going to be into this tomorrow. And again, I think part of what they did, like Alexa popping up, got me a little more excited for that. Like, oh, what's this going to look like in Chamber? She looks back and ready for business. Bianca, I still want to know the Jade thing. So yeah, I think there's a lot happened tonight where I'm like, I just kind of put the foot down on the accelerator a little harder.
Fair enough.
I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. The triple threat was the highlight. I thought the little tournament was really good though.
Oh yeah, well that's like I said. If I got a good bit of Jacob and everything with that. So I'm absolutely fine with that. Like, think about it. Theoretically, the last match, the main event match, was Jacob, Carmelo, and LA Knight, which was a solid match.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I know people are going to be, I can't believe Jacob didn't win, and I would have loved for Jacob to win.
It made sense to why he didn't, though.
100%. It made way more sense for him not to win. He'll get his day, guys. Like, anyone out there that's concerned about Jacob, they're silly. He'll get his day, but at the end of what we had here, it makes way more sense for him to have this moment, and he didn't look bad at all. He dominated in a lot of ways. And he had a big night. I think he's an absolute MVP. Carmelo pulling the Eddie was nice too.
Oh yeah, that was a nice little plug there.
Absolutely, absolutely. But 8.5 from the wrestling god. 7 out of 10. But that's it, Nick. That's SmackDown. That's the go home show for Chamber. Overall, good show. Are you feeling it pumped for this one?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was already excited for it going in, and now again, everything feels very up in the air. And I still, to me, the biggest thing going into Chamber that I want to remind everybody is just because what you think or what you want them to do, if they don't do it, it's still going to be pretty fucking cool. Like, there's 10 million options that can come out of this. I'm just excited to see which pathway, which direction we're taking towards WrestleMania.
Right. No, I completely agree with that. And I think the
shaking off the signal for the fastball over there in the corner.
Right. No, but there's so many options here. And I really think part of that where like people talked about the build to Mania, if we knew 5 or 6 or 7 matches already, then we would have less questions. But right now we're talking about the entire card. Could we get a Drew, a Damian? Could we get CM Punk and Cody, or Cody and The Rock, or Cody and Punk? Like, there's so many moving parts. We haven't even talked much about Roman. Is Solo going to fight Jacob? What's Big Jim going to do? So leaving so much open allows us to have this kind of, excitement and fantasy book and kind of get behind this and be ready for it.
There's so much left wide open for WrestleMania and so much time until we even fully get there. I get that this is the last PLE, pay-per-view, what have you, before we get there.
Yeah.
But to be already mad and say, like, certain people need to show up to save shows and everything when we don't even know what the fucking show is at this point is just a little beyond me. I think this is going to be very much set the parameters or kind of put the fencing in place as to where we're probably going. But there's nothing saying that anything's going to be truly set in stone. And that's what makes me all the way excited for this.
Absolutely, in a lot of ways. But that's why we are the WFU, folks. Remember, hashtag it, tag the channel, tag all the people on the channel, and continue to spread the word of the WFU. Don't forget, you can get your merch as well and rep the WFU in your clothing, in your apparel, or on your mug. We'll work on that stuff as well. But other than that, folks, that is SmackDown. It's in the books. We will be back 6 p.m. tomorrow. Elimination Chamber. It's going to be an insane night. Saturdays always cook on this channel. And we know when we're starting. We don't know when we're finishing. But it's going to be a great one. Don't forget our birthdays this weekend. We'll be here for Monday as well and all week long. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. And on behalf of Anthony and myself, Nick, that's all I got left.
Fair enough. I guess you're speaking for the spirits beyond. But yes, our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talked about that rest, you put that forward live with it.
We got the Chamber tomorrow, folks. See you on the flip side. Good night.